Has that been a switch or a change for you?
No, it was really just feeling comfortable around the people. I mean, like all through Little League, there wasn't that many black people on my team, so I'm feeling real comfortable on where I'm playing at.
Let's talk about your family just a little bit. Tell us about Mom and Dad, where they're at.
Mom and Dad, right now they're at work, so I mean they're doing really good. They're live in Gramercy, Louisiana.
Where's that in relationship to Baton Rouge?
That's like 40 minutes from Baton Rouge.
Okay, so you were right there close to home, so that was always nice, knowing that your parents were right down the road.
Yeah, that's really nice, knowing that they're right down the road. They can run up anytime to come see me play. So that's really nice.
Any brothers and sisters back at home?
I have one brother named Willits III. He lives in LaPlace, Louisiana. That's like 10 minutes from my house.
Who was your favorite baseball player growing up?
Ivan Rodriguez.
Why is that?
That was my role model when I was young. I always followed him. Just about every article that he came out with every picture, and I wanted to be like him.
Has it always been your dream to play professional baseball, Damon?
Always been my dream since I was little. I always wanted to play professional baseball, be a successful major league player.
Looks like that you're having a good time with all of the players right now on the road, and also I saw you driving the other day in Montana. It's got to be fun having a great host family.
Yeah, it's really fun having a great host family. I think his name Mike Mayat. So he's a really good guy. Talked to us a lot. So it was good.
It's a beautiful place out here in the Great Northwest. It's my first time out here as well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. The only thing that's really crazy is the weather. But like back at home, it's like 95, and here in Utah, it's like 40, 50 degrees.
I'm from Southeast Missouri. You're from the Gulf Coast down there, and we know what humidity and heat is, don't we?
Yeah, we really do know what humidity is. Like up here in Utah and Montana, they really don't have humidity, and it's like really been cold. So it's really something I have to adjust to.
Damian, continued success this season. We enjoyed watching you pitch last night. We look for great things in the future from you.
Okay, thank you.
That's Damian Erson. When we return, we'll check out the rest of the Pioneer League as Mustangs on Deck continues here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Drink Big Spring bottled water to your health. You'll acquire a taste for excellent water from the start when you drink this water. The source is located in the foothills of the Snowy Mountains near Lewistown, Montana. Big Spring water is not filtered or processed water. This natural mountain spring water is bottled with the natural minerals left in and nothing added such as chlorine, which has to be in your tap water. You know you should drink 8 glasses of water per day to be healthy, so please try Big Spring bottled water. The bottle with the label that actually lists the minerals present in each delicious cold drink. Click and use the coupon on the Mustang Souvenir Game Program today. Call 252-4230.
Hey fans, if you'd like to get the chance to get personal with the Billings Mustangs for a game of golf in a relaxing setting, get out and take in a round or 2 or 3 or whatever at the Peter Yegan Golf Club. Hey, baseball isn't the only sport these guys know, and who knows, you just might become a golf fan too. The Peter Yegan Golf Club, the golfing home for Mustang players and coaches at 3400 Grand Avenue.
At Ace Prestige Rent-A-Car, the difference is service. When you rent a car or van from us, you get service. Personal service that our customers tell us they don't get anywhere else. So when you need to rent a car, do what the Mustangs field manager, Rick Burleson, does. Drive a rental from the official Mustangs car rental agency, Ace Prestige Rent-A-Car, 1532 Grand in Billings. Call us at 252-2399 or toll free at 1-800-362-1100.
Universal Athletic Service is proud to support the Billings Mustangs as they aim for another Pioneer League championship in 2003. Located next to County Market on 24th and Central, Universal Athletics is the answer for all your sporting good needs. If you can't find what you're looking for, ask any of the friendly Universal Athletics staff, and they'll be happy to special order just for you. So swing for the fences this year and stop in at Universal Athletics. Universal Athletic Service and the Billings Mustangs, a winning combination.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
The out-of-town scores are brought to you each and every game by Denny Minholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer. For the best selection and price, visit Denny Minholt's new location at 3000 King Avenue West. Well, last night, In the Pioneer League, Helena defeated Casper 12-3. Great Falls did the same to Ogden. They win the game 12-5. And Missoula beat Idaho Falls 4-1. That switched up the standings somewhat. First of all, in the Northern Division, Helena now has a one-game lead over Great Falls. The Billings Mustangs fall to 2 games back in the North, and Missoula 2 games back as well. In the South Division, Provo improved their position by winning both games of the doubleheader. They're 2 games in front of Ogden, our opponent coming up on Friday. Provo is 3 games up on Idaho Falls and 4 games up on the Casper Rockies. In action tonight, Casper's at Helena, Great Falls is at Ogden, and Idaho Falls is at Missoula. In the major leagues, our Cincinnati Reds started the day 3.5 games out of first place behind the league-leading Chicago Cubs. They're hooked up in a battle right now in St. Louis. In the top of the 6th inning, the Cardinals lead the Reds 7-5. In finals already today, Milwaukee took 10 innings to beat the Cubs 12-6. Arizona beats Houston 3-2. Pittsburgh over Montreal earlier today 6-5. That game went right down into extra innings as well. Philadelphia leads Atlanta 7-1 in the top of the 6th. Florida is at New York. Colorado's at San Diego. And L.A. is at San Francisco. In the American League, Baltimore's at Toronto. Detroit's at Boston. Kansas City's at Cleveland. New York's at Tampa Bay. Oakland's at Texas. Chicago is at Minnesota. And Seattle is at Anaheim. Mustangs going to be sending Carlos Guevara to the mound. He will face off against Von Sturzbach. That game is coming up. As we said, we have absolutely gorgeous weather here tonight in Provo, Utah. It is beautiful, folks. 75 degrees, some nice fluffy white clouds overhead. Sunshine hitting the field. They've got the field lined out, and we're looking for a great baseball game tonight. Both these teams was able to take full workouts today. The Mustangs arrived about 3 hours before game time. So both of these teams ought to be ready to go, and believe me, folks, they are ready for the warmer temperatures after it got down into the low 40s last night. That's going to wrap up the On Deck Show. It's brought to you by Billings Met Transit. Up next, it's the Mustangs and the Angels here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
The City of Billings Met Transit is proud to carry hundreds of school kids to and from school and to their activities each year. The Met Transit system also offers a student summer fun package for just $5 per month for unlimited rides. It helps parents economically solve their kids' transportation problems. The Met will get the students to the mall, downtown, to a friend's house, to the park, or wherever they need to go for just $5 per month. The Met Transit also carries many other individuals to and from work, shopping, appointments, and more, offering many an opportunity to be independent or just the enjoyment of sitting back and letting the safe, dependable, and professional Met drivers take them wherever they need to go. Remember the Summer Fun Program, only $5 per month for a student pass. Call 657-8218 today for routing and scheduling information. You can get there by bus.
News Radio 970 KBUL Sports presents Billings Mustangs Baseball.
Breaking ball on the inside corner and a strike 3 call. So Simon looks at the breaking ball on the inside. Gomez picks up his second strikeout of the night. And now there's 2 set aside. Righty-lefty matchup of the pitch to home plate is a line drive caught by Bavau. Double play. He steps in the bag at first, 2 down. A line drive right to Bavau at first base. And Sanchez off the bag, too. That's a double play. Fly ball deep towards right field. Back goes Carter. This ball is way back. Forget it. It's way out of there. Walter Olmsted breaking out of the slump in a hurry with a monstrous home run to deep right field. And the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Line drive deep towards right center field. Back goes Santiago. And this one is done. A line drive home run by Elvin Andahar. The opposite way to right center field. And the Mustangs take a 4-2 lead. The pitch to Troy. Line drive going over short. That's going to drop. Base hit. Ball game over. Mustangs win. Troy turns a base hit over the shortstop going into left center field. And the Mustangs win it 6-5.
Billings Mustangs
Mustangs baseball. Brought to you this season by 24-Hour Fitness, ABC 6 Fox 4 Television, Ace Prestige Rent-A-Car, the Billings Gazette, President Communications, Denny Menholt Frontier Chevrolet, the Hampton Inn, the Cloud Yellow Book, Pepsi, Rimrock Inn, Shipton's Big R, TGR Solution, and Z Creative. Now, live from the ballpark, the voice of Billings Mustangs baseball, Chris Russian.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mustangs Professional Baseball. I'm Chris Russian. Tonight, Rick Burleson's Mustangs will face the Provo Angels. It's the third of a four-game series here at Miller Field, the home of the BYU Cougars. Our game time temperature is brought to you by BillingsMustangs.com. Tickets, merchandise, schedules, and up-to-date player information. Visit the official website of the Billings Mustangs at www.BillingsMustangs.com. Listen to all the play-by-play by clicking on the broadcast icon located on the Mustangs homepage. Our game time temperature is absolutely perfect. 75 degrees underneath sunny skies, just a few. They look like they're cotton-filled clouds high above the Wasatch Mountains here. We're right at the base of them, and from our vantage point, we look out, we see the field, and then right behind it, you see the mountains, some of the snow-capped mountains off to our right and to our left as well. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous setting for baseball, and believe me, as we were talking about in the on-deck show, both of these teams are more than ready for the warm weather. Yesterday, everybody was bundled up like it was January outside. Today, everybody looks like it's time for their summer pastime to take place once again. Again, 75 degrees underneath sunny skies, perfect conditions for baseball. The wind is blowing out towards center field, and with the Mustangs bats the way they have been in the first 7 games of the season, they have belted 12 home runs. They still lead the Pioneer League in that category. Things are looking up for Rick Burleson's Mustangs. When we come back, we'll check the starting pitching matchup. We've got 2 hot pitchers. That's coming up in 2 minutes here on the Billings Mustangs Radio Network.
Z Creative Web and Design is the web broadcasting source of the Billings Mustangs. Z Creative features website and graphic design, web hosting, database-driven websites, audio and video streaming, website ranking enhancement, e-commerce solutions, and flash site design. Stop by and see the new office at 1004 Division Street, Suite 204 in Billings, and visit them online at www.zcreative.com or call toll-free 1-866-933-6730.
Get connected with Three Rivers Wireless Digital PCs, the cordless phone that offers digital clarity and a full lineup of features. Their great rates and affordable in-state, regional, and national calling rates mean you're never out of touch, whether you're at home, work, or out of town for a road trip. For quality and value, get connected with digital PCs. Call Three Rivers Wireless today at 656-5949.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 34th Annual Mustang Baseball Season, sponsored in part by the Billings Gazette. The Billings Gazette offers sports fans more coverage of local and national sports news and information than any other source. The Gazette's experienced team of sports reporters works hard to deliver updates and breaking news both in print and on BillingsGazette.com. So, whether you're interested in softball, Little League, Legion, or professional baseball, turn to the Billings Gazette for the latest in sports highlights. In print and online, the Billings Gazette delivers.
24-Hour Fitness with 437 locations worldwide and growing, with one right here at 1603 Grand Avenue in Billings. You can't go wrong with 24-Hour Fitness. 24-Hour Fitness has the best equipped and cleanest clubs around, offering a wide variety of amenities such as basketball courts, pool, sauna, steam rooms, tons of free weights, all the latest in cardio equipment, and the hottest group exercise classes in the country. Call 1-800-204-2400 today for the location nearest you. 24-Hour Fitness. It's the way we make you feel.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. The Angels getting ready to take on our own Billings Mustangs, and tonight's pitching matchup is brought to you by Z Creative. Z Creative, the official online streaming source and web hosting company of the Billings Mustangs. Well, Rick Burleson's going to send to the mound tonight Carlos Wilbera. He's 1-0 on the season. He threw 5 innings in his first win of the year, struck out 7. He only walked 1. He only gave up 2 hits. He's yet to allow a run so far this season. Carlos was selected in the 7th round of this year's draft out of St. Mary's University of San Antonio, where he was 9-3 with a 2.77 earned run average. This young man had 100 strikeouts in 87 2/3 innings pitched. He was named All-Conference, and he was also a member of the 2001 Division II National Championship team. Tom Koshman tonight will sit at the mound. Von Sturzbach. Sterzbach. He's yet to get a decision so far this season. He has made 2 appearances, one of them a start. He's pitched 5 innings. He's only given up 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. It is an absolutely gorgeous night here in Provo. We understand you folks are experiencing the same back at Billings. Wish you were here right now. After we come back from this timeout, we'll check the starting lineups. That's in 1 minute here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
It's a summer of fun in Big Sky as the Big Sky Association for the Arts and Clear Channel Radio present Music in the Mountains 2003. This summer, Taj Mahal and the Hula Blues Band hit the Meadow Pavilion on July 11th with special guest Quetzal. The Bozeman Symphony Orchestra performs its annual Pops concert on the lawn in Big Sky on July 19th. Montana Shakespeare in the Park takes the stage July 27th, and the legendary Willie Nelson returns to the Big Sky Meadow Pavilion August 3rd.
All of me, why not take all of me?
And make sure you join us for a Cajun evening with the Dirty Dozen Brass Band August 23rd. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours by logging on to ticketweb.com or call toll-free 877-995-2742. Music in the Mountains 2003 featuring Taj Mahal, Willie Nelson, and the Dirty Dozen Brass Band. Brought to you by Big Sky Association for the Arts and Clear Channel Radio.
This is Billings' home for Rush Limbaugh, Dr. Laura, Michael Reagan, and the Morning Bulletin. News Radio 970 KBUL, AM Billings, a Clear Channel station.
Chris Ruction back at Larry Miller Field. We're getting ready for the 3rd game of this 4-game series between the Mustangs and the Provo Angels. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by the Hampton Inn, Billings' friendliest hotel. Rick Burleson and Tom Kochman currently at home plate along with the umpires exchanging the lineups. First of all, for the Mustangs, they'll lead off with Tiago Campos. He went 0 for 4 in the first game last night. Pitch ran late in the game in the nightcap. He'll play center field. He's batting .304. Amelito Hernandez continued his hot hitting. He's hitting .419. He'll play second base and bat second. Joey Votto will bat third. He's batting .400. Had a big double last night. Bobby Mosby's back in the designated hitter position in the cleanup spot. 1 home run, 2 RBIs. He's batting .231. Walter Olmsted's hitting .261 with 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. He'll bat 5th in the lineup here tonight. Batting 6 is Manny Pallett, the right fielder. He's hitting .333. Batting 7th, Miguel Perez is the catcher. He's hitting .333. Kyle Smith back in the starting lineup here tonight. He broke out of an 0 for 10 slump at the start of last night's first game. He went 2 for 3 in that game. He's now back up to 143 after starting the season out at 0-10. Rusty Beal gets the start at shortstop after taking the night off in the nightcap last night. He's hitting an even .300. Tom Kochman's lineup will look like this. Reggie Willits will start out leadoff and play center field. He's batting at .92. Aaron Peel is hitting .370. He'll play left field tonight for the Angels. Adam Pamkovich, hot hitter, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. He's hitting .448. For the cleanup spot, that's Matt Brown. The third baseman is hitting .370 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Ryan Kenning is hitting .346 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Batting 6th tonight for this Angels team, Tommy Duenas, the catcher, batting .429, 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Warner Madrigal is the right fielder. He'll bat in the 7th spot tonight. Matt Pally is hitting a .43. He's the designated hitter. And the number 9 man in the Angels lineup tonight is Paul Kendrick. He's the second baseman. He flashed some leather last night. He's batting .080. Once again, our pitching matchup tonight, Carlos Bobera, 1-0, going up against Von Sturzbach. He has yet to get a decision so far this season. A beautiful, beautiful night for baseball here in Provo. It is absolutely gorgeous. And after we take this 1-minute timeout, we're going to come back and check this day in Mustangs history. That's coming up. Stay with us here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Some people go nowhere in life. Others book their company meetings at the Hampton Inn. At the Hampton Inn, we cater to the business community with a 24-hour exercise room and pool, a 40-plus item breakfast bar, and no-hassle meeting planning with TVs, VCRs, whatever you need included in the price of the room. The Hampton Inn, 5110 Southgate Drive, just west of Geyser Park. We're with you all the way.
This is Tim Stewart at Red Lodge Chevrolet. We received an extra allocation of vehicles from General Motors for our grand opening, and we're offering them to you at dealer invoice. That's right, dealer invoice on all Suburbans, Tahoes, Trailblazers, and half-ton trucks, plus your choice of $3,000 cash back or 0 interest. We also have the brand-new SS Silverado, a Corvette convertible, or a Tracker for $5,000 off MSRP. And remember, we have no hidden fees. Come see what a difference 50 miles can make. Call 446-4800. We'll be there.
News Radio 970, KBUL AM Billings.
Back at Miller Field in Provo, Utah, Chris Russian with you on the flagship of the Mustangs Radio Network. News Radio 970 KBUL. This date in Mustangs history, 50 years ago, lefty Bert Haysom, in a rare relief appearance, fanned 8 in 3 innings against the victory over Magic Valley, 5 to 4 in 12 innings. Sam Campana drove in the winning run with the second of his 2 doubles. 5 years ago today, on June 25th, 1998, Jim Matan and Simone Peters hit 2-run homers at Alumni Coliseum, and Billings beat Butte 5-2. Eric Cooper was the Mustangs' winning pitcher. And 25 years ago today, back on June 25th, 1978, Billings won the rubber game of its season opening series and held on a 4-3 with 6 singles and 6 walks. Wayne Gwynn was the winning pitcher for the Mustangs. We're ready for the national anthem. When we come back, it's Billings Mustangs professional baseball on the flagship of the Mustangs. News Radio 970 KBUL. Mustangs baseball is up next.
Come inside the historic Northern Hotel. Reacquaint yourself with all of its traditional elegance and classic charm. When you check into the Northern, you'll feel right at home. Dine in the historic Golden Bell or enjoy the lounge, a grand presence in Billings since 1904. Call today to book your group and catering events at 896-2384. Come inside the historic Northern Hotel in downtown Billings.
Located just blocks from Cobb Field, on your way to or from the Mustangs, try the Rock Pile Smokehouse and Sports Bar. Sample the wide selection of homemade salads, sandwiches, or entrees, and one of their signature wood smoked meats. The lunch specials $4.50 Monday through Friday, with happy hour specials and a different food and drink special every day. Breakfast Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 1, and the best view in town. 10 feet of crystal clear big screen TV at the Rock Pile on the corner of 27th Street and Pauly Drive. Summer's here. Get in gear. Put that spring in your step and get into the swing of things. If you're having trouble getting your game on, you need the sports medicine pros at Deaconess Billings Clinic Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, located at the corner of 27th and 8th Avenue. On-site, state-of-the-art services for rehabilitation, physical therapy, and radiology, along with professional physicians, therapists, and trainers. Get you off the bench and into the starting lineup. Deaconess Billings Clinic Orthopedic and Sports Medicine keeps you in the swing of things.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mustangs Baseball. Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. An absolutely gorgeous night of baseball as we get set for Game 3 of the 4-game set between our own Billings Mustangs and the Provo Angels. Tonight, the Mustangs into the mound, Carlos Guevara. He's got a record of 1-0. In 5 innings pitched so far this season, he has 7 Ks, 1 walk. He's only given up 2 hits. He's yet to give up an earned run. He was taken in the 7th round of this year's draft out of St. Mary's College. Von Sternsback is out on the mound. He's yet to get a decision so far on this season. Has not. He has pitched very well, we should say. Has an earned run average of 3.60 in 2 appearances. He has made 1 start. This is his 2nd start of the season. 4 hits in 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Behind the plate is Jesse Redwine. Seth Hinson is the other part of the 2-man Pioneer League of officiating crew that we have on hand here tonight. And Hinson continues to take his warm-up tosses. They go in the outfield, 4 Tom Kochman's Angels. Peel in left, Willits in center, Mandrigoli is the right fielder, Brown is the third baseman, Pavkovich the shortstop, Kendrick's the second baseman, Kenny at first, Duenas is the catcher, and Bond starts back. Mustangs start out the game. We'll send up Tiago Campos, Caballito Hernandez, and Joey Votto. And Bobby Mosby, the designated hitter, will bat if anybody is able to get on. We have some cameras right here in front of us. I want to remind those guys right in front of me that we do have a crowd mic right in front of us here. This is a family program. We've got a shadow that cuts right in between the pitcher's mound and home plate. Tiago Campos steps in. Jesse Redwhite says play ball. Here's the first pitch of the night. It's over the outside corner for a strike. First pitch at 7:06 tonight. So we set a gorgeous night of baseball. Here's the 0-1 delivery way outside, and Campos has even up the count at 1-1. We'll play a 9-inning affair tonight. Only this single game will wrap up the 4-game series tomorrow. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on it, popped up right in front of home plate. Who wants it? Catcher can't find it. Now he does. Flips the mask, gets down on his knees to make the catch. And Campos pops out to the catcher to start this ball game. A lot better crowd than what we had here last night. Had an announced crowd of 970 last night. Caballito Hernandez comes to the plate. Caballito, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Hitting .419. First pitch is on the way. Swung on and belted for a base hit. And almost gets to the wall. They'll cut it off. Caballito belts it into left field. And the Mustangs have their first base runner of the night. And up for the Mustangs, the third hitter of the number 3 in the lineup is Joey Votto. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He's hitting .400 on the season. Votto stands in from the left side. And remind the guy right in front of me again, we got a crowd mic right on top of him. Caballito takes a pretty good lead over at first. First pitch is on the way. It's low for a ball. Rick Burleson, manager of the Mustangs, flashes the signs down at third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Back up on the tarp above us. It's over the press box. His press box doubles for a press box on both here, the baseball field, and the softball field that's right behind us. Almost no breeze right now in the ballpark. The flag in right center field. It's pretty much limp. 400 just straight away center. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez on first for the Mustangs. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for his strike. And Sturzbach runs the count to 1-2 to Joey Votto. Batting .400 at the start of the night. Hernandez, good lead on first. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Votto will stay alive. Dimensions of this park very symmetrical. Kind of cookie cutter the way that they made the outfield. 345 down the lines. 388 in both the power alleys. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside for a ball. It evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're going to continue to follow that Reds-Cardinals score. Reds trailing the Cardinals 7-5 in the bottom of the 6th. Reds start the game 4 games out of first. 2-2 pitch. Hernandez goes. It's caught by the first baseman, and Hernandez will be doubled off over at first to end the inning. Joey Votto hit a bullet down to the first baseman. He caught it on the fly. Hernandez, who was running on the play, is doubled up on first, and that'll do it for the Ponies in the top of the first. On the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, after 1/2 inning of play, no score between the Mustangs and the Angels here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
In the market for a new or used car, truck, or van, make sure you stop in at your volume discount dealer, Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find the largest selection of new Chevys in the state, or the largest selection of used cars available. Whether it's trucks or vans, we've got your vehicle. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find over 350 used cars for sale every day, and a proud sponsor of Mustangs baseball. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, 3000 King Avenue West.
Some people go nowhere in life. Others book their company meetings at the Hampton Inn. At the Hampton Inn, we cater to the business community with a 24-hour exercise room and pool, a 40-plus item breakfast bar, and no-hassle meeting planning with TVs, VCRs, whatever you need included in the price of the room. The Hampton Inn, 5110 Southgate Drive, just west of Geyser Park. We're with you all the way.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back in Miller Field, Chris Rashin on News Radio 970 KBUL, the flagship station of the Mustangs Radio Network. Mustangs got a single in that first inning. As we said, Joey Votto, a line shot to the first baseman who caught it on the fly and then doubled off Hernandez, who was running on the plate. And Burleson continues to kind of rule the dice here. Out on the mound warming up, wearing number 21 across his back, the big right-hander, Carlos Guevara. 21 years old. He's selected in the 7th round of this year's draft out of St. Mary's University. 1-0 so far on the season. With 5 innings pitched in the home opener. Only allowed 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And the shadows continue to cut right across the middle of home plate here. So the pitcher kind of has to have his cap down. The center fielder and the left fielder, Kyle Smith, could have their problems here tonight. Mustangs go like this out in the field. Smith, Campos, and Pala on the outfield. Olmstead at third, Beal at short, Hernandez at second, Votto's at first, and Perez is the catcher. And up first for the Angels, the left-handed hitting Reggie Willits. He's hitting 192, no home runs, 1 RBI, rather. Carlos gets the sign from Miguel Perez. First pitch is on the way. Right down the middle, a fastball for a strike. Great crowd on hand here tonight. Weather really chased them off last night. A lot of young people here in the crowd as they still have a Little League camp in town here at Brigham Young University. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses inside, evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I want to thank Kyle Riley again. A lot of fans in Billings remember him from his work at the hockey games this season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside for a ball. You want to count pitches with that? I've got all these neat toys. Gary set me up well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter, no score. In the bottom of the first. Hot shot. Hit to Votto. It goes off his glove. Hernandez picks it up. Throws it on to first, pulls Votto off of the bag, and that is going to be a base hit. It went off the top of Votto's glove, a hot shot. He wasn't able to hang on to it. Hernandez was hustling on the play, came over, picked up the ball. Votto spreaded his way over to first, but the throw pulled Votto off the bag. No score here on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. And up to the plate, the right-handed hitting. Aaron Peel, the left fielder, is hitting .370. So Carlos Guevara has to pitch off the stretch early in the game here tonight. Checks the runner at first, comes set now, kicks and fires. A strike over the outside part of the plate. Milwaukee has beaten the Cubs, so the Reds 3.5 games out in the Central Division standings. Out-of-town scores brought to you by Denny Van Holt Chevrolet Hummer. Pick-off playback over the first half-hearted effort. And they do get Willits to put some dirt on his uniform as he slides back in safely. Both of these teams 1 hit apiece. Nobody out. Runner on first. Second hitter in the order, Aaron Peel up at the plate. Here's the pitch. Up high, snap throw down to first. Did they get him? No, sweeping tag just barely misses Reggie Willits. But a nice try by Miguel Perez behind the plate. Perez already has 2 assists on the season. Check that. He's got 3 with the runner he threw out back in Great Falls trying to steal second. 1-1 pitch on the way to Aaron Peel. Down in the dirt. 2-1. Perez snapped up again, thinking about the quick snap throw down to first. Votto's got the shades down over on first. The pitcher, Carlos Guevara. Shadow covers him right up to about his knees. Peers in and gets the sign from Miguel Perez. Aaron Peel at the plate from the right side. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It gets away from Miguel Perez, and the runner will sprint down to second without a play. So the Angels already have someone in scoring position in the bottom of the first. This Angels team got a hot start. They've won 6, only dropped 2. Background, you can hear public address system here trying to pump this crowd up here tonight. A lot better crowd than what we had last night for the doubleheader. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carlos Guevara gets the sign, now kicks and fires. Swung on, and a high chopper to the third baseman. Olmstead checks the runner, throws. Votto pulled off the bag. Sweeping tag gets the runner going to first. Runner has to stay at second base, so a good play all the way around. Aaron Peel is out 5-3 on the putout, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the first with no score between the Angels and the Mustangs. Adam Pamkovich comes to the plate. Spells his last name P-A-D-K-O-V-I-C-H. He's hitting .448, the shortstop. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. A big RBI standing out there on second. Kyle Smith, the left fielder for the Mustangs, plays he deep. Center fielder Campos plays in about 30 feet away from the warning track. First pitch on the way is an off-speed delivery. It finds the zone for a strike. Beautiful blue skies overhead. We understand the weather is the same back in Billings tonight. Runner on second, 1 out. Checks the runner at second on 1 pitch. Swung on, and another high chopper to Olmstead. He short hops it. Nice play. Throws on the bottom at first for the second out of the inning. Wally had to come in and short hop that ball to make the play, and he got it done. 5-3 again on the putout. There's 2 gone. 2 gone in the bottom of the third for the cleanup hitter, Matt Brown. So the Mustangs trying to dance around a leadoff single by Reggie Willits, who went down to second on a wild pitch. Brown, the cleanup hitter, he's hitting .370. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Guevara has looked sharp here in the bottom of the first. No score between the Angels and the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to climb back to the 500 mark. Currently setting at 3-4, and now time called by Matt Brown. He'll step out, take a couple of more practice cuts before stepping up and back into the box. Guevara on the rubber. Checks at the belt, now fires. Curveball is in there for a strike. Guevara likes to jump out on top. He'll take his time out there on the mound from time to time. Kind of changes up his own rhythm. We saw him in the home opener this season. No score. Now a fake pickoff play at second as Guevara just steps on the mound and steps back towards second. Matt Brown stands at the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. No score between the Angels and the Mustangs. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, Perez does a nice job of blocking it in the dirt. And to scoop it up to his right, it evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. But Houston is now dropped 2 straight. Arizona giving the Astros a time before Major League Baseball goes back into interleague play this weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike to the hitter at the plate, 2 out. Curveball. This one's in there for a strike as well. Now the shadow just pretty much encompasses Guevara right about his neck as he looks in. It's got to be hard for Matt Brown, the hitter at the plate, to try to follow that ball, going from the shadow to the sunlight, back to the shadow. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Hard hit to short. Beals got it. Throws on to first, and that'll do it for the Angels in the bottom of the first. The Mustangs get around a leadoff single by Reggie Willits. He advanced down to second. We'll go to the top of the second. And on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, no score between the Mustangs and the Angels here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Kohl's 50% off sale is this Friday and Saturday only from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Save 50% on hundreds of items store-wide, like 50% off all swimwear and dress and casual sandals for the family. Save 50% on a great selection of shorts, tees, and tanks for the family. Save 50% off all Playtex and Olga bras. And save 50% on all solid bath towels, pillows, accent rugs, frames, and patriotic home decor. At Kohl's 50% off sale Friday and Saturday only, or shop anytime at Kohl's.com. Kohl's. Shop happy, live happy.
This is Dr. Danny. Paul, you're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Danny.
Hey.
Man, listen, we're having a hard time potty training our son.
Well, that's a common problem. How old is your boy?
He's 26.
Paul, I have some bad news. At this age, potty training will be near impossible.
You kidding me?
No, but Paul, I do have some good news.
All right, man. What?
I just saved a bunch of money on car insurance by switching to Geico.
See what you could save. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. No score between the Mustangs and the Angels. Both of these teams have a hit in their first frame of the game. Mustangs will send the cleanup hitter Bobby Mosby. Walter Olmstead and Manny Pala up to the plate. Perez, Smith, and Beal will bat if they're able to get anything cooking here in the top of the second inning. See what this Mustangs team was able to finally come out today. It's the first time since probably last Saturday, able to finally come out and get a full session of batting practice here. It's dried up, has not rained since about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Gorgeous night for baseball. Bobby Mosby's ready to go, and we are too at the top of the second inning. First pitch on the way to Big Mo. Swung on, and a foul ball lifted high and out of play. Mosby, fans saw him hit the 2-run shot that helped the Mustangs power their way Saturday night to a win. Here's the 0-1 pitch, misses outside. It evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mosby came on last night in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-1 pitch, misses way outside. Anyway, Mosby came on last night with a runner on first, pinch hit. And on a hit and run with 2 outs, was able to make it to first. Here's the 2-1 pitch, barely catches the corner. Mosby didn't like the call. Mustangs just came up a little bit short last time. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bobby Mosby. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, fills up the count at 3-2. Big Mo does an awesome Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. And Wally Olmstead has been having fun with it. 3-2 pitch, swinging a miss on a fastball. Mosby goes down swinging, and there's 1 gone in the top of the second. First strikeout of the night, and Walter Olmstead will come to the plate. Olmstead, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs on the season. He stands in from the left side. First pitch on the way, check swing. He had to go as he kind of tried to duck and get out of the way of the pitch. It's 0-1. Mustangs will be here again in Provo. We'll wrap up the 4-game set tomorrow night before going to Ogden. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swung on and a number to the third baseman. Picks it up, throws on to first, and they get him by a couple of steps. Olmstead goes down. 5-3 on the grounder to the third baseman, and Manny Pala will come to the plate. He's hitting .333, a right fielder. Had a good start to the season. Pala struck out 7 times so far this season. 8 hits and 24 at-bats, hitting .333. Takes it in on the right side of the box. First one, he wants to bunt it. It's a beauty. That's going to be a base hit. Pala just dropped it right down on the grass. He sprints his way down to first. That's his second base hit of the season via the bunt. And Pala's on with the second hit of the night for the Mustangs. Miguel Perez will now stroll to the plate, the catcher. He's hitting .333 as well. Now will Rick Burleson put on the hit run on the first pitch here? What will he do? Burleson's already showed so far this season some traits of a riverboat gambler. First pitch on the way. Low and outside. 1-0. Von Sturzbach out on the mound. Sturzbach out of the University of Central Florida, taken in the 9th round of this year's draft. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Misses the outside part of the plate. Runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Rusty Beal, or check that, Kyle Smith stands on deck. Mustangs would love to get Kyle up there. He's got a lot of pop in his bat. He's starting to get out of that slump that he started out the season on. Here's a fastball that catches the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Sturzbach is 22nd pitch so far of the night. Probably on a strict pitch count, as a lot of these players are. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It'll leave it up to count at 2-2. Manny Palla, the runner on first. He reached with a 2-out bunt single. Put the bun up here at the top. Make sure I don't forget that. Heads at play with the third baseman playing back. 2-2 pitch is on the way. Runner goes, hit, run. It's fouled out of play. Rick Burleson put on the hit and run. Last night, Bobby Mosby's ball probably would have went straight back up the middle. The shortstop was there, got a glove on it. Unable to pick it up. He was charged with the error. Rick Burleson likes to roll the dice. Very, very aggressive. It's proved very beneficial for him and his team. 2-2 pitch just barely misses on the outside part of the plate. It'll fill it up. And now they won't hold the runner over at first. With 2 outs, Manny Palla will get a free start over on first. He'll keep an eye on the pitcher to make sure that he comes home with the delivery. Onyx Mercado, the bench coach, over on first. Runner goes, 3-2 on the way, swung on, and it's hit down the right field line. Will it get down? Nope, it hangs up. Madrigal comes over and makes the catch for the Angels, and the Mustangs are gone in the top of the second. They do get 1 hit. They leave 1. And after an inning and a half on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, the Angels and the Mustangs have played to no score here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Tired of all the hassle that goes with your internet connection, the empty promises, forever hold times, lack of service, and lame support? Well, give TGR Solution a call. TGR offers solid dial-up internet access, high-speed DSL for the home or small office, and dedicated access for larger businesses. They're Montana-owned and operated, and when you call, you'll get professional service and support in a matter of minutes instead of hours. Why put up with poor service from your internet provider? Call 294-6000 today. TGR Solution, national internet, Montana style.
We asked what you wanted from a news station, and you told us more local news. Andrew Whitman and Brandy Lynn deliver the local news you want with Billings' largest news department. On the job to bring you stories from around Montana and Wyoming. Chief meteorologist Sean Stevens uses Billings' most advanced weather equipment to pinpoint when and where tomorrow's weather will happen. And Noel Zanchelli delivers Billings' best local sports. If you haven't seen us lately, we invite you to watch News Channel 6, where you get more local news.
Sports Medicine Center at St. Vincent Healthcare is for the athlete in all of us. Sports medicine is all about getting back into the game, no matter what your game is. Baseball, running, or walking. Sports injured people are cared for by a professional team of therapists with the goal of getting you back into the action. So don't be sidelined. If you're sports injured, ask your physician to send you to Sports Medicine, located in outpatient rehabilitation at St. Vincent Healthcare.
AM 970, News Radio 970, KBUL.
This game rolls to the bottom of the second. Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field at the base of the Wasatch Mountains. On the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard in the bottom of the second. No score with the Angels coming to the plate. Mustangs have put together 2 hits and stranded 1. Amelito Hernandez got a 1-out single and was doubled off first on a hot shot. Go to first, and then in the second, Manny Palla was just stranded after a bunt single. Up first here for the Angels is Ryan Kenning. He's been red hot. He's hitting .346. He stands in from the left side, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. Kenning hit that big solo home run in the first game last night. That proved to be the only run. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed delivery. Had Kenning out in front. It'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Duenas and Madrigal are due to bat in this inning. Powley and Kendrick will hit if anybody gets on. Carlos Guevara winds and fires the 1-1 pitch. Misses on the outside part of the plate. That's okay. We're moving around some stuff up here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just misses on the outside part of the plate. And Guevara is behind the dangerous Ryan Kenning. 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. Votto plays way back off the bag. Caballito's on the grass. 3-1 pitch. Swung on it, fouled. Back behind the screen. Looking up all kinds of stuff here beside me. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He fell behind 3-1, but Carlos Guevara battles back to get his first strikeout of the night. It's Ryan Kenning. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the second. As Tommy Duenas comes to the plate, the catcher's batting .429 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Duenas stands deep in the box, holds it right down on the bottom of the knob. First pitch is a fastball that misses inside. Ball 1. So we said good crowd on hand here tonight. A lot of kids at the ballpark. They've had a Little League camp in town this week. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. It'll go to 2-0. Shadow continues to creep across the infield. Wind has picked up. Shadow almost encompasses the whole infield grass area. 2-0 pitch is down in the dirt, and now Carlos Guevara is fallen behind the first 2 hitters of the inning. He's behind Duenas. 3-0. Dennis hitting .429. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. They play Duenas, the catcher. Mustangs play him pretty much straight away, all parts of the field. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Misses just inside. Perez squeezed it. Wanted the call, but he does not get it. It's the first walk of the night. Issued by Carlos Guevara. Up to the plate will be Warner Madrigal. Runner on first, 1 out. Between the Mustangs and the Angels, no score, bottom of the second. Guevara pitches off the stretch. Votto, the first baseman for the Stangs, holds it first. Stamp throw. Duenas is back in time. We'll let you call out, will it? And the same problem with my computer up here the other night. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the inside part of the plate's a strike. Warner Madrigal, Madrigal. Some of the folks back at home probably scoring the game. It's always fun to sit down with a scorecard and listen to the radio. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. Here's the pitch. High, snap throw back to first. Final sweep tag, he's back in time. Second time tonight that Perez has had the snap throw back over to first, and a good job by the right fielder, Powley, for the Mustangs, coming over, spreading over toward the line in case that ball gets past Votto. One's across the top of the scoreboard. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Curveball is fouled back to the screen. And now, Carlos Guevara has Warner Madrigal in the hole at 1-2. Guevara threw 15 pitches in the first inning. He's already thrown 14 here in the bottom of the second. And Pallium hitting a .43, number 8 hitter, is on deck. Rivera pauses at the bell, checks the runner at first. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts here in the inning for Rivera. He's about to pitch his way out of a 1-out walk. If he can get Matt Pally. So you don't need the double play anymore. Pally will stand in from the right side. Votto continues to hold the runner over at first. Amelito Hernandez plays back at his second base spot. Back on the grass. Playing pretty much straight away in center. Again, Rivera checks the runner at first. Kicks and fires. Fastball on the outside part of the plate to strike. Understand last night that our on deck guest tonight, Damian Erson, was hitting the low 90s on the speed gun. Rivera, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss to right 2. Pally trying to check his swing, unable to do it. And now Guevara with one more strike. Could strike out the side after the one-off walk. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in Provo. Right around 75 degrees. Only one cloud in the sky right now, and it's a tiny one. 0-2 pitch on the way. Up high, pickoff play back to first, and the ball gets away from Votto down the right field line. Pally comes over to retrieve the ball, but the runner sprints down to second. And if Perez's throw is on target, they might have gotten the runner at first. So the runner advances down to second. He's in scoring position. Second Angel in scoring position tonight. Give an error on the play to Miguel Perez. Perez is what? Fort Stamp throw down to first. Ball just sailed a little bit on him. And Carlos Guevara gets his breath and gets back up on the mound. E1 down to second. Scored in the scorebook. Guevara pauses at the belt. Now kicks and fires. Half swing. Yes, sir. He went. Did he? Yes, sir. He went. To right 3. Pally. Check swung on the play, and Carlos Guevara strikes out the side. So they strand their second runner of the night to the Angels. And we'll go to the top of the third on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. No score between the Mustangs and the Angels on the Mustangs Radio Network.
This is Tim Stewart at Red Lodge Chevrolet. We received an extra allocation of vehicles from General Motors for our grand opening, and we're offering them to you at dealer invoice. That's right, dealer invoice on all Suburbans, Tahoes, Trailblazers, and half-ton trucks, plus your choice of $3,000 cash back or 0 interest. We also have the brand new SS Silverado, a Corvette convertible, or a Tracker for $5,000 off MSRP. And remember, we have no hidden fees. Come see what a difference 50 miles can make. Call 446-4800. We'll be there.
Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Moyer.
And I'm Karen Moyer.
Summertime is known for barbecues, boating, and, of course, baseball.
But this summer, we want you to consider something that's really important to us. Over 1,200 people in our region are currently waiting for life-saving organ transplants.
Your personal decision about organ donation could make you someone's hero.
The Living Legacy Registry provides a way for you to register as an organ donor.
Get the facts. Make a decision and join the Living Legacy Registry.
Call 1-877-275-5269 or visit livinglegacyregistry.org.
You've got mail. Goodbye.
Is your dial-up net service slow and unreliable? With Bresnan Online high-speed internet service, you get user-friendly, always-on, lightning-quick service. And for a limited time, you can get our no-hassle installation for half the normal price. Plus, you'll get $15 off the first 2 months of service. So get Bresnan Online today and start enjoying the internet. Call 1-800-797-7008 today and save up to $80. Not available in all areas. Some restrictions apply. Call Bresnan for pricing and services. Offer expires June 30th, 2003.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field, and on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, no scores. We go to the top of the third inning, and Kyle Smith will come to the plate. Kyle went 2 for 3 last night, got his first 2 professional base hits. And he'll come to the plate with nobody on and nobody out, the leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Smith started out this season 0 for 10. And you'll look at the first delivery on the way. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. and good crowd on hand here tonight. Von Sturzbach delivers again another fastball. Smith unable to catch up with it on the outside part of the plate. Smith likes to try to pull the ball. He was an NAIA All-American at Houston Baptist. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up high and away. Smith lays off of the high cheese and runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Going to continue to check some more of those out-of-town scores. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Smith stays alive at 1-2. Out-of-town scores brought to you tonight by Denny Van Holt Chevrolet Hummer. Check out his new address, King Avenue West. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. High and inside. Kyle Smith steps out for a minute, readjusts the batting gloves, and steps back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball swung on and fouled back out of play, and Smith kicks at the dirt. He thought he had his pitch. A high breaking ball that he just barely missed. Maybe parking over the left field fence. 2-2 delivery on the way again. High and inside. It fills the count at 3-2. This is the kind of a bat that you like to see Kyle Smith get. A guy that's been struggling at the plate. He gets to see a bunch of pitches. And now he'll see a 3-2 delivery from Von Sturzbach. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball low and away. Or was it a curve? It looked like a fastball. Miss is low and away. Second strikeout of the night for Von Sturzbach, and there's 1 away. So the number 9 hitter in the order comes up for the Mustangs. It's Rusty Beal. He's batting at even .300. No home runs, 1 RBI for the sure-handed shortstop out of Stetson University. First pitch misses inside, a fastball for a strike. Von Sturzbach is going with the theory that, hey, if they're in the bottom of the lineup, they're there for a reason. Keep throwing them the hard ones. Another fastball. This is right down the middle. Even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Thiago Campos is on deck. Carmelito Hernandez, who singled back in the first, will come to the plate if anybody gets on. 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. Runs the count to 2-1. Decent crowd here on hand tonight. Beautiful night for baseball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ooh, almost hit him inside, and Beal's going to step out, collect himself. Rick Burleson says, hammer down, boy. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jay Sorg, the hitting coach, as we've told you many times on this broadcast, gives him a 3-1 pitch. They've really got to like it to take a cut. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play, and he had a fastball. Ran in on the hands on him, but Beal got around on it as he tried to slap it into left field. So Von Sturzbach runs the count full to 3-2. Rusty Beal at the plate, nobody on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a line shot to the second baseman that's caught by Kendrick for the second out of the inning. Kind of lost that ball in the sun momentarily, as did Kendrick. And there's 2 gone for Thiago Campos. Thiago Campos, started out the series and the season, a house of fire. He's cooled off as of late. So for 5 last 5 plate appearances, swings and an off-speed delivery, and the Angels have shown him pretty much nothing but off-speed deliveries. Hernandez stands on deck with 2 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled right at the base of the plate. He got around on a fastball, but unable to hit it into the field. A foul ball. Now Campos is in the hole at 0-2. Thiago, T-I-A-G-O. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He fooled him. Made him look bad. Second strikeout of the inning. 3rd in the game for Von Sturzbach. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. No score between the Angels and the Mustangs on the Mustangs Radio Network.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Unique two-way radio, cell phone, and pager in one compact Motorola handheld unit. Keep in contact with co-workers, contractors, and suppliers instantly with the push of a button. Instant two-way communications throughout and between Yellowstone County, Missoula, Great Falls, Helena, and Red Lodge, with additional coverage continually constructed over the state. The Airtel system provides many more features than a typical cell phone, and the rate plans are less expensive as well. Airtel, your Nextel-like service in Montana. Call 259-1212.
First Citizens Bank wants to be your first choice for checking. Check out their new First Choice checking products with advantages that include travel discounts, prescription drug programs, telephone shopping service, and more. It's a package you just can't do without. Quality financial service for a quality life. First Citizens Bank, with 6 locations to serve you, 4 in Billings and 2 in Laurel. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC, and equal opportunity lender.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Construction back at Larry Miller Field, the flagship of the Mustangs Radio Network, News Radio 970 KBUL. And what do you know? We've got another pitchers battle. Another pitchers duel here tonight at the old ballpark. Really, this ballpark only 3 years old. It's absolutely gorgeous. No score on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard between the Angels and the Mustangs. Carlos Guevara comes back to the mound for his third inning of work. He's got 3 strikeouts. He struck out the side in the last inning of work. The Angels have stranded 2 so far in the game. Mustangs have they've stranded 2 as well. No, they've stranded 1. That was Manny Pala back in the second after he reached on a bunt single. Bottom of the lineup. And Howard Kendrick will lead off. Calling Howie around here. A buddy of mine used to get mad all the time. Howard Corsamea that we've talked about. Punched me in the nose one time. Said, never call me Howie again. I said, okay. Kendrick batting .080. First pitch on the way from Guevara, misses outside for a ball. A lot of folks listening all over the country by the services of Z Creative, streaming source for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt, it's 2-0. Got a nice email from Lisa Montgomery, listening up in the St. Louis area. Thank you, Lisa, for your nice note. 2 balls, no strike. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the base of the plate. It'll run the count to 2-1. And here behind us, they've got a state-of-the-art sound system here. You've got all the bells and whistles. Kyle Riley agrees with me here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, it almost gets Kendrick. He skips out of the way. Run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Robert has fallen behind twice tonight. He's been able to come back and get him. Here's the pitch way up high. It's the second walk of the game for the Angels. And Kendrick will take his base down to first. Gave up a 1-out walk in the bottom of the second. Came back and struck out the side. And now back up to the top of the lineup. Reggie Willits comes to the plate. Willits started out the night batting at 192. Struck out 7 times in 26 at-bats. So far this season, runner on first. Mustangs look for the double play. Olmstead in on the grass at third. Guevara checks the runner at first. Votto holds. Now a long time, and time finally called by Reggie Willits, the leadoff hitter, in Tom Kochman's Angels lineup. We're going to check some more of those out-of-town scores. They're brought to you by Denny Mid Old Chevrolet Hummer. That and other baseball. Snap throw over to first, and Kendrick is able to get back in. Outfield plays Willits very deep in right. It's Manny Pala. Campos in center pretty deep, and Smith in left pretty deep as well. First pitch on the way to Willits is right down the middle for his strike. Aaron Peel is on deck. Willits got a lead-off single back in the first. It went off of Votto's glove as Votto had to leap high in the air to try to corral the ball in. Ken Guevara Checks the runner at first. Kicks and fires. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Jesse Redwine, as we've seen so far in our first, 7 games of the season, a lot of these Pioneer League umpires have a wide strike zone. Not too high and low, so to speak, but kind of wide. They give them the corners. 1-1 pitch or 2-0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit down to third. Olmsted's only play is over to first. They get the runner at first. Olmsted. Kendrick was going on contact. And Olmsted threw him out at first with some despair. So for the third time in the game, the Angels have a runner at second base with less than 2 outs. Comes to the plate. Grounded out to Olmsted over at third. His first time up to the plate. Olmsted plays off the bag at third. One of the same over at first. First pitch is inside for a ball. Just a beautiful night for baseball. There is not a cloud in the sky right now. See snow atop the Wasatch Mountains. We're right at the base of them on the campus of Brigham Young University. Guevara checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way. It goes high and back to the backstop. And the first runner makes it to third. That's Howie Kendrick. He's there with 1 out. Wild pitch just got kind of slipped out of the hand, it looked like, of Guevara. And our favorite fan sitting down here below us continues to call for the walk. Folks listen to the doubleheader last night, you know what I'm talking about. Runner on third with 1 out. You got to watch for the squeeze here. Infield is in. Swing and a miss and a nice off-speed delivery. It'll run the count to 2-1. Everybody is in on the grass. Trying to guard against that squeeze. Runner at third is Kendrick. 2-1 pitch is on the way. Swing and a chopper to Beal. He knocked it down. He'll throw him to first. It's his only play. Beal did a good job just to get to the ball, but it will score the run from third. Aaron Peel is out 6-3 on the play. Beal made a nice play at shortstop. He had to dive to his right to make the play. It's the second out of the inning, but the Angels lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Adam Pamkovich comes to the plate. Pamkovich grounded out to the third baseman his first time on. Everybody back to the normal spots. Nobody on, 2 outs. Angels lead it 1-0. First pitch on the way is over for a strike. Guevara can't look very far except the mirror. The wild pitch brought the runner over from second to third, and then the nice play by Beal to keep it from becoming a 1-out base hit, an RBI base hit. Do give Peel the RBI, though, on that play. My dyslexia kicks in. BRI on my score sheet. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit inside the bag at third. This is going to go for extra bases. Pamkovich races his way around to second. Smith retrieves the ball from the left field corner, gets it in. And Pamkovich is on with a 2-out double. Second hit of the game for the Angels. And their fourth runner in scoring position, the second this inning. And Matt Brown comes to the plate with an RBI opportunity, standing at second. Pamkovich just lying that right over the top of the third base bag. Wally Olmsted, no chance at that ball. 2-1, the line score for the Mustangs. 1-2-0 for the Angel. First pitch on the way to Brown is high and inside for a ball. Last report, Cardinals were beating the Reds in the 6th, 7-5. Matt Moore started that game tonight against, I believe it was Jimmy Haynes. No, it was Paul Wilson, rather. 1-0 pitch on the way, off-speed delivery. Finds the outside part of the plate for his strike. It evens up the count at 1-1. Brown came into this game hitting .370. Grounded out to the shortstop Beal back in the first. Stranded a runner back at second in that inning as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. On the outside corner for a strike. Strike two. Mustangs will be back home coming up Tuesday against Provo. It's Clear Channel night at the ballpark. Kyle Riley, our spotter sitting behind us, an employee of Clear Channel in Provo on business, smiles at the announcement. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. It's the fourth strikeout of the game for Carlos Guevara, but the Angels draw blood here in the bottom of the third. They get one run on one hit and one left. And after 3 innings of play on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, the Angels lead the Mustangs 1-0 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Are bland burgers and greasy fries just not doing it for you? Are you ready for something better? Taco John's meat and potato burritos. Great, big, fresh-made burritos. No heat lamps here. Loaded with seasoned beef or char-grilled chicken. And a big helping of those famous potato olays. Bye-bye, burgers. Hello, Taco John.
There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John.
At all of Billings and Laurel Taco John's locations.
The Rimrock Inn is the official hotel of the Billings Mustangs, located right near downtown with convenient access to the hospitals, Metra, and Cobb Field. And there's a complimentary airport shuttle. Locally owned and operated, the Rimrock Inn features a free expanded continental breakfast, complimentary cookies every evening, in-room coffee maker, a lobby computer for internet access, plus there's a restaurant and a lounge on the property. The official hotel of the Billings Mustangs, the Rimrock Inn.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back in Larry Miller Field, Chris Russian on the Mustangs Radio Network. Check the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. The Angels score 1 in the bottom of the third and lead it 1-0. Mustangs will bring to the plate here in the top of the fourth. Carmelito Hernandez, Joey Votto, and Bobby Mosby, the cleanup hitter. Olmstead and Powell will bat if anything gets cooking here for Rick Burleson's club, who dropped a doubleheader here yesterday. A little bit of the Doobie Brothers here in the background as Carmelito Hernandez looks at the first pitch on the outside part of the plate. Off the plate, rather, and it's ball one. Carmelito, batting .419 at the start of the night, had a single to start the game. 1-0 pitch catches the outside part of the plate. It evens up the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just catches the outside part of the plate. Hernandez did not like the call. Stand down for just a second. As we said, a wide strike zone at the bottom. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's the fourth strikeout of the game for Von Sturzbach. Joey Votto comes to the plate with one out. Votto lined out to the first baseman. They double off Carmelito Hernandez. Back in the first. Votto stands in from the right side. First pitch on the way, inside part of the plate for a strike. Bobby Mosby stands on deck. A 1 pitch on the way. Ooh, did it get him? Votto had to skip out of the way to avoid that one. Mosby, or check that, Votto has been hit by a pitch twice so far this season, I believe. Sit here in the doubleheader last night. 1-1 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Votto couldn't pull the trigger on the inside delivery. Might not have liked the call. Run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good crowd on hand here at Larry Miller Field. The pitch on the way. Swung on it. And nubbed off to the right side. Foul ball. And we'll do the 1-2 again. Mustangs, 2 hits, 1 error. That's the throwing error by Miguel Perez, the catcher, trying to pick off a string runner at first base. Angels 1-2-0 on their line score. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on it, belted deep in the left center field. Center fielder goes back deep into the gap, puts up the glove, and makes the catch. And ball hung up for Joey Votto. He almost got his second opposite field home run. the season. And ball hung up in the thin air here tonight. Second out of the inning, and Bobby Mosby comes up with nobody on, nobody out. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Got a final for you on that Cards game. That's coming up. Mosby looks at a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Cardinals have beaten the Reds 9-6. So the Reds will remain 4 games out of first place in the Central. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Mosby. Big cut and a miss on an off-speed delivery. Hattie Fool and Mosby going to take a little stroll outside of the batter's box and try to collect himself. Big man kicks the clay out of his shoes, and the umpire comes out and wants to switch up baseballs. Mustangs 2 hits tonight. Jabalito Hernandez, a solid single, and a bunt single by Manny Pala. Nobody on, 2 out. Angels lead it 1-0. Top of the 4th inning. Monster's back. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. It's his 5th strikeout of the night. Mosby was frozen at the plate. And the Mustangs go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, the Angels lead the Mustangs 1-0 here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Pepsi presents Shakira. I'm gonna live on my Monday like the sunniest Sunday. I'm gonna go through life every moment thinking of you always. I'll be there to meet your fears in over 365 days a year. So this is what I say. Knock on my door. You know I'll be in town. Come ask for more. Don't let me down. What is up? What is on? What is left? What is gone? I'm gonna give it all for you, baby. You can't consider it done.
News Radio 970, KBUL AM Billings.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. It's the home of the Cougars of BYU University and also the summer home of the Provo Angels of the Pioneer League. Checking the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Angels lead the Mustangs 1-0. Carlos Guevara comes back to the mound for his 4th inning of work. No action in either bullpen right now. Guevara so far, through 3 innings of work, has thrown 53 pitches. Searchback, on the other hand, for the Angels, has thrown 55 through 4 innings of work. A lot of young people here at the game, as we've mentioned. They've had a Little League in camp, a Little League camp in town for most of the week. Here at Miller Field, this place is gorgeous in its setting. We understand that they're still about $1.5 million away from trying to get their new ballpark built, but there is some question where the Angels will even be here next year. We'll talk about that in the coaches show tomorrow at 5 o'clock. First pitch is on the way from Carlos Guevara, and a pop-up into high center field for Ryan Kenning. Smith comes over, says he sees it in the sun, and makes the catch. Good hustling play by the left fielder, Kyle Smith. I think Campos might have lost it in the sun. Smith hustles over and makes the play. 1 out in the inning for Tommy Duenas. Mustang team, and we always hear Rick Burleson talk continuously to his team about the aspects of base running and good defense. Duenas walked in his first plate appearance, swings at an off-speed delivery and misses. 0-1 from Carlos Guevara. Guevara, the 7th pick in the 7th round of this year's draft. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 2, and Carlos Guevara making some short work here. So far, we don't want to jinx him in the bottom of the 4th. Don't forget the coaches show tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 5:06. We'll sit down and talk about Mustangs baseball. try to hook up the computer up in the booth here tomorrow. I'm trying to take some of your email questions as well. Carlos Guevara, 0-2 to Tommy Duenas. Now Duenas calls time, steps out of the box. Miguel Perez behind the plate. The catcher for the Mustangs flashes down the side. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's the fifth strikeout of the game for Carlos Guevara. Makes short work. Only 3 pitches. He's only thrown 4 pitches so far in the inning. Warner Madrigal comes to the plate with 2 gone, nobody on. Angels lead it. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Carlos Guevara throwing some nasty stuff up to the plate right now. Center fielder Campos shading the sun with his glove, glasses, and hat. Curveball. Ooh, where was that at? Maybe just a little bit high. Not to the liking of the home plate umpire, Jesse Redwine. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Rivera kicks and fires. Another curveball is fouled out of play down the right field line. Rivera liked that first one so much, he came right back with the deuce again. The ball just fell right off of the shelf. And Duenas setting up with the dugout, probably telling Madrigal, watch out for that fastball on the inside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit right out in front of the plate. Perez comes out, throws on to first for the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Angels in the bottom of the 4th. We'll get ready to go to the top of the 5th. Mustangs will come to bat on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. The Angels lead the Stangs 1-0 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
If you're looking to score great prices on premium pet food, Shipton's Big R just hit the Grand Slam. Shipton's Big R is your headquarters for IMS, Science Diet, and Pro Plan. Shipton's Big R also has over 100 sizes of Wrangler cowboy cut jeans in stock, and you won't find a larger selection of firearms anywhere, including shotguns, rifles, and pistols. Open every day, including Sundays. Shipton's Big R, 216 North 14th at the tall Big R sign, and Big R West, 2600 Gable Road, a proud sponsor of Billings Mustang Baseball.
Sports Medicine Center at St. Vincent Healthcare is for the athlete in all of us. Sports medicine is all about getting back into the game, no matter what your game is. Baseball, running, or walking. Sports injured people are cared for by a professional team of therapists with the goal of getting you back into the action. So don't be sidelined. If you're sports injured, ask your physician to send you to Sports Medicine, located in outpatient rehabilitation at St. Vincent Healthcare.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the lineup for this Mustang team as they trail on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. The Provo Angels 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Von Sturtzbank has picked up 5 strikeouts over the last 3 innings. Mustangs have managed 2 base hits, one a slap single by Jabalito Hernandez and a bunt single. First up is Walter Olmsted.
Miguel Perez.
Olmsted comes to the plate. First pitch on the way from Sturtzbank. Right down the middle for a strike. Wow, he's batting .261 at the start of the ninth. Grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. A 1 pitch misses outside. It evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We're going to check some more of those scores. Philadelphia and Atlanta ought to be getting close to a final, as will Florida and the Mets. 1-1 pitch, swung on it, and hit down the left field line. Will it stay fair? The left fielder comes over, misplays the ball. Walter Olmsted is going to have a stand-up double as the left fielder lost it in the sun. And the Mustangs have their leadoff hitter on, their 3rd hit of the night, a stand-up double by Walter Olmsted. For Olmsted, it's his first double of the season. He got 2 triples and 3 home runs, and Manny Powell will come to the plate. And now will Rick Burleson want to bunt him over. Sacrifice Olmsted over. Runner plays it on the grass at 3rd. First baseman, even with the bag. with the stick at the plate, especially bunting the ball. Olmsted stands out on second, nobody out. First pitch on the way, down in the dirt. You're not going to have to bunt him over. Olmsted will advance on the wild pitch. And the Mustangs have their leadoff hitter at third with nobody out. A beautiful scoring opportunity here for the Stangs. Now you need another wild pitch in air. Sacrifice fly into the outfield would work as well, as the left fielder is playing very deep. Center fielder playing about midway. The right fielder playing deep as well. It's got to be the most annoying fan in the world. One ball, no strike, nobody out. Runner on third. First pitch on the way. Second pitch on the way. Misses low and away. Ball two. Just about an hour and 4 minutes into this game, and we're already in the top of the fifth. Angels lead it 1-0. Mustangs knocking on the door. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. High heater. Powell wasn't able to catch up to it. Runs the count to 2-1. Coach's show tomorrow, 5:06, following the news here on News Radio 970 KBUL. I'm going to try to get our computer hooked up here in the booth if we can find a spare phone line. 2-1 pitch on the way, down in the dirt. Runs the count to 3-1. Miguel Perez stands on deck, ready to go. Mustangs would love to get to him here. Would love to go through this complete lineup. Mustangs have only scored 3 runs in the first 2 games. The doubleheader last night. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on another fastball. Powell just barely missed it. Run the count full to 3-2. Rick Burleson hollers some words of encouragement to his right fielder, Manny Powell. Reached on a bunt single back in the second. Von Sturtzback looks at his catcher, Tommy Duenas. Gets the sign. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss down in the dirt. He missed it. They're going to have to throw him out at first. They do get him. And there's 1 out. It's Sturtzback. 6th strikeout of the night. So now Olmsted stands out at third with 1 out, and Miguel Perez will be charged with trying to chase the run home from third. 9th pitch in the inning. So he's thrown 64 pitches. One pitch on the way, swung on and hit back up the middle for a base hit. An RBI single for Miguel Perez, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Perez lines it right back up the middle, and the Mustangs have tied this game up at 1 in the top of the fifth. Perez fisted a fastball through the drawn-in infield. We're tied at 1. Kyle Smith comes to the plate. He struck out swinging back in the third. Runner on first. Snap throw over to first. Perez is back in time. Dives in, but no tag applied. Onyx Mercado, the bench coach, over at first. Manager Rick Burleson over at third. Smith at the plate. First pitch on the way to Smith. Curveball misses down low for a ball. Absolutely gorgeous day. It's like I'm living in a postcard, folks. Man, is this some beautiful country. Perez, the runner at first, 1 out. Top of the fifth. Mustangs have already drawn 1 run. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Kyle steps out. Tries to get his wings back up underneath him. Aaron Pullen warms up, a right-hander in the Angels bullpen. Perez takes a good lead at first. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes. The count to Kyle Smith out of Houston, Texas. Runner at first, one out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Smith fans twice here tonight. 7th strikeout of the game for Von Sturzbach. And there's 2 gone for Rusty Beal. And Smith thought he might have gotten out of that slump. Continuing to struggle at the plate. He's played some fine defense, though, out and left. These Angels are tough to hit against. They've got some high draft picks in here. First pitch on the way to Rusty Beal. Misses up high for a strike. So the computer for the official score went kaput. Matt Bender, our scorer, back at Cobb Field, he's probably had similar problems throughout the years. 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate for his strike. And Jesse Redwine, very giving man at the plate. Home plate umpire. Miguel Perez stands over at first. Will they start the runner? On 1-1 with 2 outs. Runner doesn't go. Here's the pitch. It's a strike again over the outside part of the plate, and Rusty Beal is in the hole at 1-2. Mustangs have scored a run in the top of the 5th to tie it up 1-1. Beal at the plate, ready for a 1-2 pitch, and now Sturzbach steps off of the rubber. This will probably be the pitch that Perez would be running on. Thiago Campos stands on deck. 1-2 pitch. Runner doesn't go. Swung on and foul back to the screen. We'll do it again at 1-2. They have a canopy up over the top of the press boxes. The sun sets right behind us in the west. This canopy would remind you a lot of the way they have the Denver airport set up. Beal at the plate. 1-2 pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss and an off-speed delivery. Sturzbach gets his 8th strikeout of the night. But the Mustangs do draw blood. They get a run on 2 base hits. Homestead scores after the stand-up leadoff double. They get 1 run on 2 hits, leave 1, and after 5.5 innings of play on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, the Angels lead the Mustangs. Or check that, we're tied at 1 on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Hi, Orkin Man here, reminding you that just because you don't hear chainsaws coming from the basement doesn't mean someone isn't whittling the wood right out from under you. When a carpenter ant puts his mind to it, he and his buddies can turn the wood in your walls into a sack of sawdust. Try hanging a picture on that. Better call me at Orkin. And trust me, you won't be the only one. We have all the tools of the trade to help put carpenter ants right out of business. Well, this is the Orkin Man saying, if it bugs you, bug me at 1-800-ORKIN-MAN.
For the best deals on Goodyear brand tires, let your nose lead you to the Goodyear Smell the Savings Tire Sale. You'll find huge savings on Goodyear passenger, performance, and light truck tires. Plus, get up to a $60 rebate with the purchase of 4 selected Goodyear tires. That's up to $60 back, so you'll save money and get the quality Goodyear tires you need. But you better hurry. These offers end July 12th. For complete details and the Goodyear store near you, call 1-800-GOODYEAR.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. The Mustangs get a run in the top of the 5th to tie it up on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Time to check some more out-of-town scores. They're brought to you by Denny-Minnold Chevrolet Hummer. Baltimore has beaten Toronto 9-2. Boston beats Detroit 11-2. The Yankees lead Tampa Bay 8-5. Philadelphia has closed out Atlanta 8-1. Arizona beat Houston earlier 3-2. Milwaukee over the Cubs 12-6. So the Reds will stay 4 games out of first place in the Central Division as the Reds lost to the Cardinals tonight, 9-6. Pittsburgh beat Montreal earlier today, 6-5. These are out-of-town scores and other baseball brought to you by Denny Menhold, Chevrolet Hummer. Also, we're going to try to get to our historic Northern Hotel trivia question. We're going to try to get to that. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and let's give you one right now. In the movie The Babe, what actor played the Babe? In the movie The Babe, what actor played Babe Ruth? It's the historic Northern Hotel Mustangs trivia question. Folks, I know about that historic Northern Hotel. They've had kings and queens stay there. It is a beautiful, beautiful hotel set right in downtown Billings, Montana. Got covered parking right to the right. They were setting up for a big wedding reception. A lot of the folks were having a good time there at another wedding reception that they had earlier this season. Give them a call, the historic Northern Hotel. All the grace, the charm, and the excellence. Even past presidents have stayed on the site before they had the big fire. Teddy Roosevelt stayed there. Our historic Northern Hotel Mustangs trivia question. What actor played the Babe Ruth, in the movie The Babe? Let's get back to the baseball. Here in the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 1 apiece. Carlos Guevara comes back to the mound. Some action now in the Mustangs bullpen. First batter is Matt Pally. First pitch swung on and fouled out of play down the left field line. It might have got all the way out to the parking lot. It did. Over in the University Parkway. You got a big, what is it, kind of like a 4-lane highway over there to the left. Pally's in the hole behind Carlos Guevara, 0-1. First pitch on the way. Second pitch on the way is up high for a ball. Guevara has thrown 63 pitches now in the game. Mustangs bullpen continues to get busy. 1-1 pitch on the way to Pally. A curveball finds the mark for a strike. Guevara has battled back a couple of times tonight with runners in scoring position. Angels got their only run tonight after Kendrick White came around to score. 2-1 pitch. A 1-2 pitch is fouled back and out of play. I continue to have my struggles counting here tonight. Don't forget, the Mustangs coaches show tomorrow night, 5:06. It'll be an hour-long show. We're going to try to take your email questions here tomorrow. Still trying to figure out a way to get the calls in up here as well. 1-2 pitches on the way to Pally. Off speed delivery, finds the mark for a strike. He struck him out. Pally becomes the 6th strikeout victim of the night for Carlos Guevara. Caught him looking. First time tonight that he got somebody looking, and Howard Kendrick comes to the mound with 1 out. Comes to the plate with 1 out, Russian. Here's the pitch. Barely misses outside. 1-0. Perez, the catcher, kind of looks around and says, hey, you called that a strike on me, pal. We're tied at 1 apiece. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and belted into center field. Campos goes back on the ball. He's camped underneath it and makes the catch. There's 2 gone. For the Angels in the bottom of the 5th. Campos now playing with the press box, shading away the sun. The left fielder still in the sun. 2 outs in the inning, and Reggie Willits, the top of the order, comes back up for the Angels. Tied at 1 apiece. And don't forget about tomorrow night's ball game as well. On next show at 6:30. First pitch at 7:05. It's the last of the 4-game series here in Provo. First pitch on the way to Willits is up high for a ball. Kids in front of us having a good time at the park tonight. We'll be doing the same back at Cop Field on July the 1st. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on it. A broken bat. Hangs up in the air for the shortstop, Beal. And they go down to 1-2-3 for the second consecutive inning for Carlos Guevara. Good night of work for Carlos. Trying to hone in on his second win of the season. Mustangs need to try to get some runs for this young man who's working hard out on the mound. 3 up, 3 down for the Angels. On the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, we're tied at 1 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Do you like frou-frou food? Well, you can punch that radio button right now. But if you're a meat and potato kind of person, listen up. Taco John's meat and potato burritos, loaded with seasoned beef or char-grilled chicken, and a big helping of those famous potato olays. If you want some real food with real flavor and realistic prices, come on over to Taco John's for meat and potato burritos.
There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John's.
At all of Billings and Laurel Taco John's locations.
Fox 4 News at 9 gives you the news 1 hour earlier. Brandon Lenore and Melissa Jensen deliver the day's news first. Chief Meteorologist Sean Stevens' Supercast analyzes weather data and pinpoints when and where tomorrow's weather will happen. And Noel Zanchelli and Billings' largest sports department highlight the local sports you want. Fox 4 delivers the news at a more convenient time. Get the news and weather you want earlier with a Fox 4 News at 9. It's about time.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back in Miller Field, Chris Russian on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Thiago Campos will lead off. Hernandez and Votto will follow. Angels go to the bullpen. And they bring into the game Aaron Pullen. Pullen making his second appearance of the season. Yet to give up an earned run. He's only pitched 1 inning so far. Opponent's hitting .250 against him. First pitch by Thiago Campos is hit high into right center field. Center fielder comes over and makes the catch for the first out of the top of the 6th. And Campos is 0 for his last 7. 1 out in the inning. Amelito Hernandez comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the night. He started the night batting .419. First pitch is an off-speed delivery. Finds the outside part of the plate for his strike. Joey Votto, the big left-hander, on deck. Bobby Mosby, the designated hitter, will hit if anything gets going here. Swung on and popped up. Out to the first baseman. He's underneath it and is too quickly gone in the top of the 6th inning. So 2 pop-outs here. And Joey Votto will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Popped down to the first baseman, and he's also flied out to the center fielder back in the 4th. Tied at 1 apiece, top of the 6th inning. Mustangs trying to win their first game of the year here in Provo. First pitch on the way is on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Aaron Pullen. Pullen signed as a free agent this year. A 1 pitch on the way. Swung on and a hard hit shot that is caught again by the first baseman. Votto has been retired twice tonight on line drives, both caught by the first baseman. So the Mustangs go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6th. And on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, the Angels will come to the plate. We're tied at 1 apiece on the Mustangs Radio Network.
In the market for a new or used car, truck, or van? Make sure you stop in at your volume discount dealer, Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find the largest selection of new Chevys in the state, or the largest selection of used cars available. Whether it's trucks or vans, we've got your vehicle. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find over 350 used cars for sale every day, and a proud sponsor of Mustangs baseball. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, 3000 King Avenue West.
24-hour fitness with 437 locations worldwide and growing, with one right here at 1603 Grand Avenue in Billings. You can't go wrong with 24-hour fitness. 24-hour fitness has the best equipped and cleanest clubs around, offering a wide variety of amenities such as basketball courts, pool, sauna, steam rooms, tons of free weights, all the latest in cardio equipment, and the hottest group exercise classes in the country. Call 1-800-204-2400 today for the location nearest you. 24-hour fitness. It's the way we make you feel.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back at Larry Miller Field, Chris Russian on the flagship of the Mustangs Radio Network, News Radio 970 KVUL. And as we go to the bottom of the sixth on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, we're tied up at 1 apiece. Carlos Guevara comes out for his sixth inning of work. Guevara so far on the night, he's looked pretty doggone good. Guevara has 6 strikeouts on the night. Only 1 walk. He's thrown exactly 70 pitches. He only threw 9 pitches in the last inning. He only threw, 8 the inning before that. So he's been very efficient as well. He'll work to the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Angels lineup. Peel, Pavkovic, and Brown. PPB. As we look for an acronym there to follow. Line score for the Mustangs, 1 run on 4 hits. They committed 1 error, the throwing error by the catcher Perez and the pickoff play at first. For the Angels, 1 run on 2 hits. Peel stands in from the right side. They play him straight away in all areas of the field. First pitch on the way. Swung on and a hot shot to the shortstop. Peel's got it. Gloves, throws on the first for the first out of the inning. And that's how you do it whenever you're trying to conserve your pitches if you're Carlos Guevara. Mustangs continue to get loose down in the bullpen. I'm trying to bring you that number coming up here in just a little bit. 6-3 on the first out of the inning. Beal throws him out from shortstop, and Pavkovic comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to the third baseman. And hit a double as well. Derek Hawk, the big man out of Mendocino Community College, up in the pen for the Mustangs. First pitch. Misses on the outside part of the plate. No, it catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Well, earlier tonight we asked our historic Northern Hotel trivia question. Get to that in a minute. 0-1 pitch, misses inside, almost hits Pavkovic. Our historic Northern Hotel trivia question. What actor played Babe Ruth in the movie The Babe? Give you a couple of more pitches here to try to think about that one. Let's say he's a big guy and used to play on the show Roseanne. Pitch on the way. Hop up into right field. Powell is there to make the out. Pavkovic. And ball just kind of hung up on Pavkovic that time. But there's 2 gone on 4 pitches for Carlos Guevara in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Brown comes to the plate. 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop, and he struck out back in the 3rd. Brown, the cleanup hitter, hitting .370. 75th pitch on the way for the night for Carlos Guevara. Right down the middle of the off-speed delivery for a strike. Derek Hawk, the big right-hander, continues to get loose in the Mustang bullpen. Brown at the plate. 0-1 pitch is on the way. Breaking ball finds the inside part of the plate, and Guevara has Brown in the hole at 0-2. Carlos Guevara looks into his catcher, Miguel Perez. Hits the sign, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7th strikeout of the night. On 77 pitches for the right-hander, he has looked sharp, only giving up 1 run. We'll give you the answer to that trivia question coming up in the top of this 7th. 3 up, 3 down. 3rd consecutive inning for Carlos Guevara. And on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, we're tied at 1 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
The City of Billings Met Transit is proud to carry hundreds of school kids to and from school and to their activities each year. The Met Transit system also offers a student summer fun package for just $5 per month for unlimited rides. It helps parents economically solve their kids' transportation problems. The Met will get the students to the mall, downtown, to a friend's house, to the park, or wherever they need to go for just $5 per month. The Met Transit also carries many other individuals to and from work, shopping, appointments, and more, offering many an opportunity to be independent or just the enjoyment of sitting back and letting the safe, dependable, and professional Met drivers take them wherever they need to go. Remember the Summer Fun Program, only $5 per month for a student pass. Call 657-8218 today for routing and scheduling information. You can get there by bus.
This is Billings' home for Rush Limbaugh, Dr. Laura, Michael Reagan, and the Morning Bulletin. News Radio 970 KBUL, AM Billings. A Clear Channel station.
Bobby Mosby comes to the plate here in the time of the seventh inning. We're tied at 1 apiece. Mustangs need to try to get a run for Carlos Guevara so he can be in line for the win. Mosby swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to the right. 0-1. Aaron Poland comes back to the mound. His second inning of relief work for the Angels. 1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Off-speed delivery. And Mosby is having his troubles here at the plate tonight. Big Bo in the hole at 0-2. Poland gets the side, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third time tonight that Mosby is sent down on strikes. And Walter Olmsted comes to the plate. With 1 away. Earlier we asked our historic Northern Hotel trivia question. What actor played the Babe Ruth in the movie The Babe? Of course, it's John Goodman. Who else could do it? John Goodman played Babe Ruth in the movie The Babe. Mustangs trivia brought to you by the historic Northern Hotel. Olmsted swings at the next delivery. Line shot into right field, a base hit. Olmsted's 2 for 3 on the night. And Manny Palla comes back up to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Now Rick Burleson, the old chess master. Coaches like he's involved in a game of chess. Down at third. Flashes the signs. Palla at the plate. Third baseman plays in on the grass. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's a high fastball. So 1-1. Pullman's getting it up there pretty good. Pullin. Olmsted, the runner over at first. We're tied at 1 apiece on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Snap throw back to first. Olmsted back in time. He had to dive in. He gets a little dirt on the front of his uniform. Angels wearing their home white uniforms with light blue lettering. He's got a dark cap with a light blue bill. Angels across the front of it. No number on the front of the jersey. Mustangs in their traveling grays. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Palla chased one out of the strike zone, and he's now in the hole at 1-2. Miguel Perez, who's 1 for 2 on the night, is on deck. Kyle Smith will bat in the inning. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. If Mustangs can chase Olmsted around from first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Mustangs getting bit by the strikeout bug here again tonight, but they're facing some good pitching out on the mound as this Angels team, who usually stacks their rookie affiliate with a lot of good pitching. 2 strikeouts on the inning for Pullum after the 1-out single by Walter Olmsted, and Miguel Perez comes to the plate. First pitch misses outside for a ball. What he's had in the game: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the game. Mustangs struck out 13 times last night. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Olmsted on a delayed steal goes down to second, and he is out. Olmsted thought he got there. Rick Burleson is going to have a conversation with Seth Henson about the call. Olmsted was tagged up on his shoulder, and Henson, the umpire, goes out to right field to avoid it. So the Mustangs unable to score in the top of the 7th. They get 1 hit, nobody left. On the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, We're tied at 1 apiece. 7th inning stretch time on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Come inside the historic Northern Hotel. Reacquaint yourself with all of its traditional elegance and classic charm. When you check into the Northern, you'll feel right at home. Dine in the historic Golden Bell or enjoy the lounge, a grand presence in Billings since 1904. Call today to book your group and catering events at 896-2384. Come inside the historic Northern Hotel in downtown Billings.
Drink Big Spring bottled water to your health. You'll acquire a taste for excellent water from the start when you drink this water. The source is located in the foothills of the Snowy Mountains near Lewistown, Montana. Big Spring water is not filtered or processed water. This natural mountain spring water is bottled with the natural minerals left in and nothing added such as chlorine, which has to be in your tap water. You know you should drink 8 glasses of water per day to be healthy, so please try Big Spring bottled water, the bottle with the label that actually lists the minerals present in each delicious cold drink. Click and use the coupon in the Mustang Souvenir Game Program today. Call 252-4230.
At News Channel 6, we know you're busy. Sometimes it seems there's just not enough time in the day, but there is help. News Channel 6 is the first and only station to bring you the top news stories of the day and tomorrow's weather forecast in the first 6 minutes of our news. At News Channel 6, we won't make you wait for the weather. Chief Meteorologist Sean Stevens delivers it first, delivers it fast. More local news and weather in just 6 minutes, only on News Channel 6.
News Radio 970, KBUL AM Billings.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece in the 7th inning stretch. Carlos Guevara is done for the night. Derek Hawk comes on the pitch, the big 6'6" right-hander. Got the save in the first home game of the year for the Mustangs. Carlos Guevara, great job of pitching tonight. He goes 6 strong innings, gives up 1 run on 5 hits, and strikes out 7. First pitch on the way by Derek Clark is high and outside. 2. Fifth hitter in the lineup, leadoff hitter Ryan Kenning. Kenning stands in from the left side. Second pitch on the way, fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Even up the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Hey, after tonight's game, stay tuned. The 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. We're tied up at 1 apiece. We've had a pitcher's duel here tonight. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Another fastball from Derek Hawk. Has Ryan Kenning behind in the count at 1-2. Well, what a gorgeous night here in Provo, Utah. Derek Hawk gets the sign from Perez, the catcher. Kicks and fires. High and outside. Wasted a fastball. Runs the count to 2-2. Also, we'll check some more of those out-of-town stories brought to you by Denny Van Holt Chevrolet Hummer. 2-2 pitch on the way to Kenny. Swing and a miss. Nope. Did he foul it? He did. He caught a piece of it, and we'll do it again. And I think that ball might have got Perez slightly, and home plate umpire Jesse Redwine does a classy thing. He walks the ball out to Derek Hawk, the pitcher. Going to give your catcher a couple of minutes to gather himself after getting hit on the foul tip. It's a classy move by the home plate umpire, Jesse Redwine. Some of the things you just never see. 2-2 pitch on the way to Ryan Kenning. Swing and a foul back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Perez is okay. Moving around a little bit slow, but he's okay. Able to breathe a little bit. Kept his left pants pocket hanging out where his batting glove was. 2-2 pitch on the way again to Kenny. Misses just outside. Perez framed it up. Does not get the call. Runs the count full. And you do not want to walk Ryan Kenny. 7th pitch. 8th pitch on the way to Kenny. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Derek Hawk gets his first K of the game. It's the 8th strikeout of the ball game for this Mustang pitching staff. So Kenning is gone on strikes. And Tommy Dwinnis will come up as we're tied 1-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. Lions go for the Mustangs. 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. 1-2-0 for the Angels. First pitch swung on. Ground ball to the second baseman is kicked by Hernandez, the second baseman. He makes the error. I believe that's his first error of the season. Check that real quick. I believe so. That's his third error of the season. Look at the stats. And second error of the game gives the Angels a runner in a tie ball game in the top of the seventh. To the plate, Water Madrigal. Madrigal on the night is 0 for 2. Struck out swinging back in the second. Tapped out to the catcher back in the fourth. First pitch swung on. Hits the field. Double play ball. On to second for the first one. On to first. They got the double play. 6-4-3. Roll them up. And the Mustangs get around the air. And we'll go to the top of the eighth inning on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece. Back after this on the Mustangs Radio Network.
News Radio 970 KBUL has an opportunity made to order just for you and a guest to attend the Tropicana 400 and 2003 Baseball All-Star Game in Chicago, July 12th through the 16th. Stock cars and All-Stars. Be the 25th nationwide caller to 1-866-525-WIN. That's toll-free, 1-866-525-9467 when you hear the cue, and win a trip to the Tropicana 400 and 2003 Baseball All-Star Game in Chicago. Prize includes round-trip airfare, 4 nights accommodations in the Chicago area Marriott Hilton, 4-day car rent, 2 tickets to the Tropicana 400 Sunday, July 13th, 2 tickets to the All-Star Workout Day, including the Home Run Derby Monday, July 14th, and 2 tickets to the Baseball All-Star Game Tuesday, July 15th at Comiskey Park. Brought to you by Gumout. Got a car with more than 75,000 miles? Try new Gumout. High mileage fuel injector clean at the Rio Grande Casino, where players win and winners play in the new Simpson Sarah's restaurant. Open the old Archer Building, 1918 brand. Stock cars and all stars. From News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. The Mustangs and Derek Hawk get the pitcher's best friend to close out the Angels. Sets them down technically in order for the 4th consecutive innings. So the bullpen has done a great job. Derek Hawk, Mustang hurlers tonight, have only given up 2 hits, 1 run. They get the 6-4-3 double play. Tell you what, it's a good combination between Beal and Javelito Hernandez, who made a great pivot to get the 3rd out of the inning. Mustangs will come to the plate here. Miguel Perez will lead it on. He's 1 for 2 on the ninth. Single back in the 5th. Smith and Rusty Beal. It's getting late, though. We're tied at 1 apiece. St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard tied at 1 apiece between the Mustangs and the Angels. First pitch on the way. Bunt attempt by Perez is fouled. Strike 1. They're giving away fortune cookies here tonight. The kids really think that you could throw them just about anything, and they'd be screaming like they are. A 1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back out of play. Perez now in the hole at 0-2. Perez at the plate turns around, wonders what all the commotion's about. And they pass through the fortune cookies. 0-2 pitch on the way. Caught it on the outside corner. The Mustangs have now struck out 11 times here tonight. Perez is down on strike. I know we said 9 in the previous inning. We went back and counted. It's up to 11 now. 11 Ks on the night. Mustangs struck out 13 times last night. Smith, who struck out twice, up to the plate. Nobody on, 1 out. Love to see Kyle get his first home run and his first RBI in the season all in one swat. Here's the pitch. First one belted deep. Now this ball's going to hang up. I thought he had it deep. It hangs up in shallow center field. The shortstop comes out. By the way that it sounded off of the bat, must have just caught it off the end of the bat. I thought Kyle had gotten a hold of it. But it hangs up. Shortstop makes the catch on the pop out. And Rusty Beal comes to the plate at the top of the 8th. We're tied at 1 run apiece. Beal tonight 0 for 2. Line down to the second baseman, back in the 3rd. Struck out, back in the 5th, swinging. First pitch, swung on and belted into the gap. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Beal's on with his first hit of the night. The 300 hitter comes through. He's 1 for 3, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup, and Thiago Campos will come to the mound. You got a feeling that maybe the next run that crosses the plate will be the last of the evening for either one of these two teams, the way the pitching is held up. Sun continues to set on the Wasatch Mountains. Out beyond the center field fence. Runner on first. Curveball misses inside. 1-0. Thiago tonight is 0 for 3. He's 0 for 7 over the past 2 appearances. Popped down, struck out, and popped out to the center fielder tonight. Fields on first. 1-0 pitch. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. A lot of kids here at the park tonight. Bunch of them running around in their baseball uniforms. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Here's the pitch, misses inside. And Thiago, 2 balls and 1 strike. Will Rick Burleson trying to hit and run here? He did it last night with 2 outs. Will he do it here? Runner does not go. Swing and a foul back to the screen, and Campos has the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. After tonight's game, stay tuned for the 24-hour fitness postgame wrap-up. 24-hour fitness postgame wrap-up immediately following tonight's game. Fields on first. 2-2 pitch on the way. He runs, swung on it, popped into right field. Right fielder goes back on the ball, camps underneath it, and puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, the Mustangs leave one after a base hit, a 2-out base hit by Rusty Beal. Campos is 0 for 4 on the night. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. On the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard, we're tied at 1 between the Mustangs and the Angels on the Mustangs Radio Network.
In the market for a new or used car, truck, or van, make sure you stop in at your volume discount dealer, Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find the largest selection of new Chevys in the state, or the largest selection of used cars available. Whether it's trucks or vans, we've got your vehicle. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find over 350 used cars for sale every day, and a proud sponsor of Mustangs baseball. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, 3000 King Avenue West.
Tired of all the hassle that goes with your internet connection? The empty promises, forever hold times, lack of service, and lame support? Well, give TGR Solution a call. TGR offers solid dial-up internet access, high-speed DSL for the home or small office, and dedicated access for larger businesses. They're Montana-owned and operated, and when you call, you'll get professional service and support in a matter of minutes instead of hours. Why put up with poor service from your internet provider? Call 294-6000 today. TGR Solution, national internet, Montana style.
Hi, folks. I'm Jamie Moyer.
And I'm Karen Moyer.
Summertime is known for barbecues, boating, and, of course, baseball.
But this summer, we want you to consider something that's really important to us. Over 1,200 people in our region are currently waiting for life-saving organ transplants.
Your personal decision about organ donation could make you someone's hero.
The Living Legacy Registry provides a way for you to register as an organ donor.
Get the facts, make a decision, and join the Living Legacy Registry.
Call 1-877-275-5269 or visit livinglegacyregistry.org.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back to action at Larry Miller Field. First pitch is on the outside. Misses outside for a ball on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Derek Hawk works quickly. Comes set and to the plate. Misses down low. Runs the count to 2-0 to Matt Pally. Pally tonight is 0 for 2. Struck out twice. Struck out looking back in the 5th. 2-0 pitch on the way. Ooh, just barely misses. Derek Clark looks in and wonders where that was. They say it was down low. So Matt Pally, you don't want to put on the leadoff guy with a walk, do you? 3-0 pitch. Catches the inside part of the plate for his strike. It's like Clark kind of took some velocity off of that one. Matt Pally's batting a buck 43. 3-run pitch. Swung on and belted into the left center field gap. Smith is there and will make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Derek Hike starts out Matt Pally 3-0, battles back and gets the pop out for the first out at the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 1 apiece. The number 9 man in the lineup comes to the plate. He walked and scored back in the 3rd. It's Howard Kendrick. 0 for 1 on the night. He's batting .080. First pitch. Off-speed delivery right down the middle for a strike. Thanks again to Kyle Riley, our spotter and statistician up here tonight. Second pitch, lifted into the air in center. Campos runs on. Look out. Hernandez makes a diving catch. Did he get it? You bet. Hernandez slides feet first, and Hernandez is still on the turf out in center field. And Aruji Araki, the trainer for the Mustangs, will come out. He'll jog out. Hernandez is still down. Tiago Campos came in. He went into a slide. The pop-up in short center field. Campos was coming 100-0 on the play. Hernandez slid feet first toward the outfield wall, and it looks as though he might have turned his right ankle. He made the catch. A lot of people thought the ball was out to the right, but that was the tape on his right hand. So Hernandez is now up. Araki, the trainer for the Mustangs, out, taking a look at him. Rick Burleson's out there as well. They're going to give Hernandez a couple of seconds here to try to loosen up. I think he just turned his right ankle. He keeps kind of dangling it, trying to kick it back into gear. And Hernandez is going to stay in the game, but an outstanding play by Hernandez, and over the shoulder grab as he slid at the same time that he caught it. So there's two gone on an outstanding defensive play by Jabalito Hernandez. Oh, Jabalito has been doing it all for this Mustang team. He's batting over 400 at the plate. Flashing some leather as well. He does have an error in tonight's game. But you don't make some of those errors if you don't try for them, right? Back to the top of the lineup, 2 out. Willits comes to the plate. Derek Clark starts him off with a fastball outside. Willits batting 192. Bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch on the way. Swung on and popped into the air in left. Smith has a beat on it. Comes on and puts it away for the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. 4th, 5th time in a row for the Mustangs. 3 up, 3 down. The Mustangs have retired the Angels. And we'll go to the top of the 9th inning on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece between the Angels and the Mustangs on the Mustangs Radio Network.
At Ace Prestige Rent-A-Car, the difference is service. When you rent a car or van from us, you get service. Personal service that our customers tell us they don't get anywhere else. So when you need to rent a car, do what the Mustangs field manager, Rick Burleson, does. Drive a rental from the official Mustangs car rental agency, Ace Prestige Rent-A-Car, 1532 Grand in Billings. Call us at 252-2399 or toll free at 1-800-362-1100.
So, you've been asked the big question.
Aren't you ever going to go on vacation?
Well, no matter how it's asked, no matter where you are, First Citizens Bank offers Visa debt cards and ATM cards to access your accounts, and of course MasterCard and Visa credit cards for all your vacation needs. Pick up an application at any of their 6 convenient locations, 4 in Billings and 2 in Laurel. Quality financial service for a quality life. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We go to the top of the 9th. We're tied at 1 apiece. Rick Burleson's Mustangs have battled to stay in this game at times tonight. Angels have had runners in scoring positions 4 different times. They was only able to chase home 1 of those. Mustangs have done a great job over the last 5 innings, sanding down the Angels in order. Mustangs will come to the plate with Jabalito Hernandez to lead off. He made an outstanding play in shallow center field. Slightly injured on the play, but came back to finish out the inning. Joey Votto and Bobby Mosby. Hernandez on the 9th. Singled back in the 1st. Struck out in the 4th. Lined out to the first baseman back in the 6th. First pitch on the way. Swung on and a base hit into left field. Hernandez gets it rolling again. He's now 2 for 4 on the night. He came into the night batting .419. And I probably should have told you that the Angels went to the bullpen, brought in the right-hander, James Carroll. Carroll, a 6-footer. Played with Pepperdine last season. Signed as a free agent. Here's some more on Carroll here in just a second. This is his third appearance of the season. And now Hernandez is going to be replaced by Reyes. Jabalito will be pinch hit for, or be pinch run for, by Ivan Reyes over at first. And Ivan will probably go in to second base for the bottom of the ninth, at least. Reyes can play shortstop and second base. And he's also played at third so far this season. So Reyes, the pinch hitter for Jabalito Hernandez over on first. And to the plate comes Joey Votto. He'll face off against the right-hander James Carroll. Carroll checks the runner at first, comes home, swung on, and a base hit into right. Reyes makes the turn at second. It won't be able to get far because of the bullet into right field hit by Joey Votto when the Mustangs have runners at first and second with nobody out in a tie ball game in the top of the ninth, and Bobby Mosby comes to the plate. 2 pitches, 2 hits by James Carroll, the pitcher for the Angels. And now do you have Bobby Mosby sacrifice, put the run in scoring position, or do you let the designated hitter, your cleanup man, swing away? Mosby struck out 3 times tonight. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. He's going to let Mosby swing away. Man, I'd love to see Mosby jack one over the fence. Slight puff of wind comes into our face here at the press box. The flag leans toward the right field line as the wind blows across the field. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. They throw on to second for the first out. On to first. Missed the tag, but they sweep tag Mosby for the double play. Nice play by the first baseman. It was pulled off of the bag. Kenny swept tag and got Mosby. It goes 1-6-3 on the double play. Reyes was able to make it over to third, but there's 2 gone, and it's going to take a 2-out single by Walter Olmstead to chase Reyes in from third. We're tied at 1 apiece, top of the 9th inning. Mustang bullpen starting to get busy. Olmstead at the plate, first pitch. Inside, it gets in the dirt. Nice block by Dwinnis, the catcher, to keep the run from scoring. Reyes has got some speed down at third. Quite possibly the winning run. It's been a low-scoring series so far. Manny Pala on deck. Olmstead, 1 for 3 on the night. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Olmstead doubled and scored back in the 5th. Check that. Olmstead is 2 for 3 on the night. He singled and was caught stealing back in the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Walter Olmstead. Pitch on the way, down in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to the third baseman for the Mustangs. Olmstead came into the game batting .261. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Switch hitter stands in from the left side. Jason Carroll comes down and delivers. Swing and a hot shot down to the first baseman. It's gloved by Kenning. He'll step on first, and the Mustangs and runners at first and second. A double play hurts him, and then a hot shot to Kenning ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 34th Annual Mustang Baseball Season, sponsored in part by the Billings Gazette. The Billings Gazette offers sports fans more coverage of local and national sports news and information than any other source. The Gazette's experienced team of sports reporters works hard to deliver updates and breaking news both in print and on BillingsGazette.com. So, whether you're interested in softball, Little League, Legion, or professional baseball, turn to the Billings Gazette for the latest in sports highlights. In print and online, the Billings Gazette delivers. In the market for a new or used car, truck, or van? Make sure you stop in at your volume discount dealer, Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find the largest selection of new Chevys in the state, or the largest selection of used cars available. Whether it's trucks or vans, we've got your vehicle. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, where you'll find over 350 used cars for sale every day, and a proud sponsor of Mustangs baseball. Danny Manholt Frontier Chevrolet Hummer, 3000 King Avenue West.
This is Billings' home for Rush Limbaugh, Dr. Laura, Michael Reagan, and the Morning Bulletin. News Radio 970 KBUL, AM Billings.
A Clear Channel station.
Chris Russian back at Larry Miller Field. It's the bottom of the ninth inning. Henry Clark comes back on for his third inning of work. First pitch on the way. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Aaron Peel's the leadoff hitter. Number 2 in this Angels lineup. Padkovic will follow. Brown after him. Peel 0 for 3 tonight. Swinging a miss, strike 2. Peel tonight did get an RBI on a ground down to the shortstop back in the third. We're tied at 1 apiece on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard between the Mustangs and the Angels. 0-2 pitch on the way to Peel. Swing and a chopper. Going to go foul into the Angel dugout. It'll keep the count at 0-2. After tonight's game, stay tuned for the 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up right after the game. No action in either bullpen right now. 0-2 pitch on the way to Peel. Barely misses the outside part of the plate. That's a great 0-2 pitch by Derek Hawk. Hawk was signed as a free agent out of Mendocino Community College, Fort Bragg, California. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. It is the third strikeout of the game, or the second strikeout of the game for Derek Hawk. One gone. Mustangs trying to give away some free baseball here tonight. Hawk has thrown 19 pitches. One gone. Bottom of the ninth inning. And Adam Padkovic would love to send this big crowd home happy. Here's the pitch inside for a ball. Padkovic on the ninth. Had a double. He was stranded back in the third. He's 1 for 3. Padkovic came into the ninth, hitting .448. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball misses inside. Runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes. And Derek Hawk kind of got in a hurry there. His last delivery. Slows it down a little bit. Here's the 2-0 pitch. On the outside part of the plate for his strike. One thing that Miguel Perez does a great job of is the receiver on this team. Settles down these young pitchers. If you're getting in too big of a hurry, you'll tell them to slow it down. 2-1 pitch. Barely misses on the outside part of the plate. And Padkovic will get a hack at a 3-1 pitch from Derek Hahn. Derek, who in high school was a highly recruited quarterback as well. 3-1 pitch is on the way. Swung on and lifted into the outfield. It's not going to be far enough to get out. Campos camps under it, and that's the second out of the inning. On the high fly ball to center field. Now there's 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Line score for the Mustangs: 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. For the Angels, 1 run, only 2 hits on the night. Up to the plate with 2 outs is Matt Brown. Mustangs, if they can bring us into some free baseball, will send Perez, Pala Perez, and Smith to the plate. First pitch on the way to Brown is a fastball right down the middle for his strike. Now some action down in the Mustang bullpen. And I'm almost positive that that's Brock Till warming up. 0-1 pitch on the way on the outside corner for his strike. Brown, the third baseman for the Angels, did not agree with the call. Neither did most of this crowd here tonight. He's been pumping in some of those boos. 0-2 pitch on the way. Way outside. Waits a fastball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This game just over 2 hours old. Just hit the 2-hour mark, didn't it? Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. And Brown was right on top of that one. And this game just went 2 hours old. It's been a quick game. Umpires making some fast money here tonight in the Pioneer League. Gary Clark steers in, gets the 1-2 sign and the pitch. Curveball. Homestead floats over at third. Fires on the first, and we're going to extra innings. Nice play by Wally Homestead, having a range to his left to pick it up. 5-3 on the putout. We'll go to the top of the 10th inning after 9. Hey, folks, free baseball coming up on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Is it true that new, longer-lasting Wrigley Spearmint Gum is so good you won't want to chew on anything else? To find out, we took Dolph from the mailroom.
Yeah.
Put him in pants made of redwood.
What? Ouch.
And unleashed a boxcar full of crazed beavers.
This is so uncool.
Now let's toss out some new Wrigley Spearmint Gum and see which one the beavers chew on. Amazing. The beavers have chosen new Wrigley Spearmint. Aren't they happy?
Rock on, beavers.
And when beavers are happy, they build things.
Uh-oh.
New, longer-lasting Wrigley Spearmint Gum. So good you won't want to chew on anything else.
Hey, folks, it's John Madden here to tell you about the June Best Buys at Ace Hardware. If you've got a paint project, come in today and get top-quality Ace Royal Shield Satin House and Trim Paint for only $16.99 a gallon, our lowest price of the year. And not only can the folks at Ace help you match over 1,400 colors, the Ace Royal brand comes with a 25-year warranty and is backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal. So hurry into your local Ace Hardware throughout the month of June. Ace, the helpful place.
Quantities limited, available at participating stores.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
A little bit of the Jackson 5 in the background, talking about ABC. That's how they went down for the Angels over the last 6 innings, 1, 2, 3. How many did we say, Kyle, in a row? 19 in a row sit down by the Mustangs pitching. As we go to the top of the 10th inning on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece. Manny Palo will come to the plate. And he's tied for his first home run of the 2003 season. I get my microphones in check here. Perez and Smith will follow. Beal will bat if anybody gets on. First pitch on the way. Perez came around, or checked that, Palo rather, showed the bunt and pulled it back on a fastball outside. And the official scores computer still on the fritz here tonight. Sarah having her hands full over here right beside us to her right. 1 ball, no strike. So Manny Palo looks at a fastball on the outside part of the plate, evens up the count at 1-1. This game's just over 2 hours old. We've already played 9 innings. Took us 2 hours and 5 minutes to play the nightcap of the doubleheader. Last start, swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball in the dirt. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Check the battery light. After tonight's game, stick around. It's the 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is the 12th strikeout of the game for the Mustangs. So Pala's down on strikes. And Miguel Perez will come to the plate with 1 out in a tie ball game in the top of the 10th. First extra inning affair of the year for this Mustang group. Pala is now 1 for 4 on the night with 3 strikeouts. First pitch on the way. Down in the dirt for a ball. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Coach's show at 5:06. 1-0 pitch to Miguel Perez. Swung on and hit to the hole. Third baseman scoops it up. Brown fires over to first. A good play. It's Perez, second out of the inning. 5-3 in the book. Brown did a nice job ranging to his left. Second out of the inning. And Kyle Smith will come to the plate. Kyle is 0 for 3 at the plate. Smith does have some pop. He'd be satisfied probably with a single. He's 2 for 17 and in his first year of professional baseball. First pitch on the way. Half swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. Smith trying to check his swing, pulled it back. James Carroll works the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Rick Burleson, not a single sign. Down at third, keeps his hands on his hips. Cal knows what he's got to do here. Got to get on base somehow, some way for Rusty Beal on deck. 0-2 pitch. Misses the outside part of the plate. Runs the count to 1-2. James Carroll, the big right-hander. On the mound, looks in, gets the side. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Misses barely on the outside part of the plate and low. Evens up the count at 2-2. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece between the Billings Mustangs and the Provo Angels. Mustangs trying to get back on the winning track after dropping a doubleheader yesterday. 2-2 pitch on the way. Catches the outside part of the plate. He gets Kyle Smith looking. Smith 0 for 4 on the night. And we'll go to the bottom of the 10th after the Mustangs go down 1-2-3 on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece on the Mustangs Radio Network.
If you're looking to score great prices on premium pet food, Shipton's Big R just hit the grand slam. Shipton's Big R is your headquarters for IMS, Science Diet, and Pro Plan. Shipton's Big R also has over 100 sizes of Wrangler cowboy cut jeans in stock, and you won't find a larger selection of firearms anywhere, including shotguns, rifles, and pistols. Open every day, including Sundays. Shipton's Big R, 216 North 14th at the tall Big R sign, and Big R West, 2600 Gable Road, a proud sponsor of Billings Mustang Baseball.
Come inside the historic Northern Hotel. Reacquaint yourself with all of its traditional elegance and classic charm. When you check into the Northern, you'll feel right at home. Dine in the historic Golden Bell or enjoy the lounge, a grand presence in Billings since 1904. Call today to book your group and catering events at 896-2384. Come inside the historic Northern Hotel in downtown Billings.
AM 970, News Radio 970, KBUL.
Back at Larry Miller Field, Mustangs in extra innings. We go to the bottom of the 10th on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece, and Ryan Kenning comes to the plate. Kenning is 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out twice and flied out to the left fielder. First pitch on the way, fouled straight back to the screen. Derek Hawk comes on for his 4th inning of work. Hawk has 2 strikeouts. He has faced the minimum over 4 innings. 19 in a row sit down by the Mustangs. Fastball misses on the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1. Jennings got some pop. He's hitting .346. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses the outside part of the plate. And it's 2-1. Most of the crowd that's on hand here tonight hasn't went anywhere. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and a broken bat. Pop up in foul territory. Olmstead comes over and makes the catch for the out. And bat shattered in the hands of Ryan Kenning. And there's one away in the bottom of the 10th. Kenning caught it right on the end of the bat. Olmstead did a good job. Boy, he's played a solid third base here tonight. Up to the plate, Tommy Duenas. Walked and stranded back in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 7th. Hawk's first pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. We've seen some great pitching here in the first 3 games of this 4-game set. Doubleheader last night. Only 5 runs scored over the 2 games. A 1 pitch on the way. Off-speed delivery. Just misses outside. Perez framed it up. Did not get the call. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Tommy Duenas. Hawk winds and fires. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Smith lost it in the lights. Now comes on and makes the catch. That's 21 in a row set down by the Mustangs. Smith, I tell you what, he lost in the lights, never gave up on the ball, then found it, ran on and made the catch. Warner Madrigal comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3, struck out, swinging in the second. Pooched out right in front of the catcher, and also lined out. Here's a base hit in the left. Madrigal is 1 for 4. That is the first hitter to advance. 21 base runners, 21 plate appearances for the Angels. Base hit just found the hole on the left-hand side. 1728, the attendance here tonight. And up to the plate is Matt Powley. No home runs, 2 RBIs. He came into the game hitting a .43. He's 0 for 3. First pitch misses the outside part of the plate to the left-handed batter, Matt Powley. After tonight's game, stay tuned for the 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. It'll follow immediately after this broadcast. Get about the coach's show at 5:06. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit to Reyes at second. Reyes picks it up, loses it in his glove. Couldn't get the ball out of his glove. And the error puts runners at first and second. E4 on the play. Reyes came into the game in the 9th when Javelino Hernandez, after he singled, Reyes came in to pitch run and he stayed in the game. So now you got runners at first and second, runner in scoring position. Now the outfield has to come in. So anything driven deep is going to score the run. Smith will play back at normal depth. Now midway in center and in right, and now with a runner at second, Perez wants to come over and talk to Hawk about the signs. Perez does a great job. Goes down, grabs Hawk around the waist, says, "Hey, buddy," pats him on the back a couple of times, settles him down, gets the big right-hander back ready to go, who ought to be out of this inning. It's the 3rd error of the game against the Mustangs. 1-8-3 the line score for the Ponies. 1-4-0. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away in the third. Perez picks up the ball, but the runners have already advanced to second and third. Remember, there are 2 outs. The wild pitch got away from Perez at the plate. Wild pitch puts the runners at second and third with 2 outs. So the winning run 90 feet away. But there's 2 outs. Now the outfield will go back to normal depth. Howie Kendrick up at the plate. Number 9 hitter in the order. 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch on the way. Swung on and a number to third. Olmstead gloves. Goes on to first. He got him. Olmstead made a great play at third on a number to him. Just off the end of the bat. Olmstead doesn't make the play, and the Mustangs bust out of the dugout to give the high fives. And wow, the Mustangs dodge a bullet in the bottom of the 10th on an outstanding play by Walter Olmstead. We'll go to the top of the 11th on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. We're tied at 1 apiece on the Mustangs Radio Network.
Hey fans, if you'd like to get the chance to get personal with the Billings Mustangs for a game of golf in a relaxing setting, get out and take in a round or 2 or 3 or whatever at the Peter Yegan Golf Club. Hey, baseball isn't the only sport these guys know, and who knows, you just might become a golf fan too. The Peter Yegan Golf Club, the golfing home for Mustang players and coaches at 3400 Grand Avenue.
Sports Medicine Center at St. Vincent Healthcare is for the athlete in all of us. Sports medicine is all about getting back into the game, no matter what your game is. Baseball, running, or walking. Sports injured people are cared for by a professional team of therapists with the goal of getting you back into the action. So don't be sidelined. If you're sports injured, ask your physician to send you to Sports Medicine, located in outpatient rehabilitation at St. Vincent Healthcare.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Well, we rolled at the top of the 11th inning. The Mustangs got a great play over by third by Walter Olmsted. In the top of the 11th inning on the St. Vincent's Hospital scoreboard, it's 1-1. Number 9 man in the order, Rusty Beal, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the night. Well, the Mustang bullpen has been very, very good. Pony's bats, though. You got to remember, folks, this Provo Angel team usually stacks his team with outstanding pitching, and that's the case again this year. First pitch on the way to Beal is on the outside corner for a strike. Beal singled back in the 8th. Struck out swinging in the 5th. 1 for 3 on the night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside. Evens up the count at 1-1. The Angels now have some action down in their bullpen. They get the sidewinder going. He warmed up last night, did not come in. 1-1 pitch. Way outside, 2-1. The right-hander, Matt Willits. Son Willite warm up last night. You know, he's not on this roster right here, mine. It's on yours. 2-1 pitch on the way to Beal. In the dirt, 3-1. Mustangs would love to get their leadoff hitter on by any means possible. Campos and Reyes will bat. Joey Votto will bat if anybody gets on. 3 balls, 1 strike to Rusty Beal. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hit in the gap, a base hit. A leadoff single for Rusty Beal, who's 2 for 4 on the night. And the Mustangs are in business here. Thiago Campos coming to the plate. Beal just singled it in between the third baseman and the shortstop into left field. Campos comes to the plate. Campos 0 for 4 on the night. He's 0 for 8 his last 8 plate appearances. Beal gets a very cautious lead over at first. James Carroll checks the runner. Now comes to the plate. Fastball. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Under the lights here at 9:25 Mountain Time. This game started at 7:06. We ran through those first 9 innings. Top of the 11th, tied at 1. Campos up. Looks at a fastball. Misses the outside part of the plate. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Immediately following the game, it's the 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. Mustangs coaches show tomorrow at 5:06. On deck at 6:30. Runner on first. That's Beal. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Nice save by Twinnis. That'll run the count to 2-1. Campos came into the night, batting .304. Last check, he leads the Pioneer League in home runs with 4. He's got 10 RBIs on the season. 2-1 pitch on the way. Beal goes. Swung on and missed. Throw goes down to second. It looked like it might have caught the pitcher in the back of the shoulder on a poor throw by Twinnis, but Beal steals the base. So the Mustangs have a runner at second. Ran the count to 2-2, and now if you Rick Burleson, do you chance Campos maybe laying down the bunt with 2 strikes, or do you let the big RBI man swing away? I would guess swing away. Beals at second, nobody out. Tied at 1, top of the 11th. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Campos 0 for 5 on the night. It is the third strikeout for Carroll. It's the 14th time that the Mustangs have went down by the way of the K. That's all going to be forgotten about. If Ivan Reyes can get a single here, he'd be his first RBI of the season. 30th pitch of the ninth for James Carroll, the reliever, out on the mound. Beal gets a good lead at second. First pitch is way outside for a ball. Reyes signed as a free agent, played with Dayton last season. Utility infielder. 1 ball, no strike count. Stands in from the right side. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate. It'll leave it up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Reds lost tonight to the Cardinals, 9-6. They'll stay 4 games out of first. Mustangs trying to end the 2-game skid. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch by Reyes. Now Reyes is in the hole at 1-2, and they pump in the crowd noise and pull it back now. Votto stands on deck. He's been an RBI machine as of late. Votto 0 for 4 at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit into the hole. It's a base hit. Beal had to wait. They'll hold the runner at third. Beal had to wait to see if the third baseman was going to get the ball. But Reyes gets his first base hit as a Mustang. And the Mustangs have runners at the corner with 1 out. And Joey Votto coming to the plate. If you're the Angels, you're hoping for the double play. Mustangs would love to see Votto lift a sacrifice fly into the outfield. And now Rick Burleson catches the attention of Reyes over on first. And Onyx Mercado is right beside Reyes on first. Gives the signs. Duenas also puts the play on for the Angels defensively from his catcher's position. So what's the Riverboat Gambler going to do here? Rick Burleson. Brown, the third baseman, comes in on the grass. They'll hold the runner at first. Tied up 1-1, top of the 11th inning. Mustangs trying to chase in the runner from third. Carroll checks, now pitches, comes inside. Ball gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Beal to advance. Beal did a good job of base running down at second that time. You thought that maybe on the single he was able to score, but it was kind of a seeing eye grounder that got in between the shortstop and the third baseman. He had to hold up momentarily. Unable to score on the base hit. And now it looks like they're going to load up the bases as they'll call for the intentional pass to Joey Votto, and they'll work to Bobby Mosby, who's 0 for 4 on the night with 3 strikeouts. Catcher holds out the glove. They're going to load up the bases with 1 out and play for the double play against Bobby Mosby. 3-0. This will be the 4th now. Votto will take the intentional pass, and the bases are loaded. Mosby will come to the plate. Tom Kochman, the manager of the Angels. The wheels are really spinning right now. Rick Burleson tells Reyes down at second. Make sure it's through before you get off second base. Votto over at first with the intentional pass. Bases loaded. Top of the 11th. Mustangs have banged out 9 hits here tonight. Mosby stands at the plate. First pitch on the way. Fastball gets away back to the screen. Beal's going to score the go-ahead run. In from third on the wild pitch. Runners move up to second and third. And the Mustangs lead it 2-1. Ball got into the dirt. Duenas trying to block it. It was way outside. And this is going to bring a visit from the Angels. Immediately, looks like Tom Kochman comes in. You know, check that. That's the pitching coach, Kernan Ronan. So he'll come in to have a talk. But the Mustangs have grabbed the lead here in the top of the 11th inning and lead it 2-1. This could make Derek Hawk the winner if the Mustangs able to hold on in the bottom of the 11th. So the visit is over on the mound. Looks like the right-hander down in the pen is ready to go if Tom Kochman, the manager of the Angels, wants to make the switch. Runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Carroll has thrown 19 pitches in the inning. Walter Olmstead, who's 2 for 4 on the night, is standing on deck. Bobby Mosby at the plate. Runners at second and third. Infield is drawing in for the play at the plate. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. It evens up the count at 1-1. Mosby stands deep in the box. The big power hitter from the right side. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. A big cut by Mosby. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Mosby in danger of his 4th strikeout tonight. He's 0 for 4. And into a 1-6-3 double play last time up. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 16th time tonight the Mustangs have went down by way of the K. That comes in crowd noise again. 2 outs in the inning. And Walter Olmstead will try to get a 2-out something going for the Mustangs, who lead it 2-1 in the top of the 11th. Exhausting, but fun for this broadcaster. First pitch on the way to Wally. Swung on it, fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Some of the fans here wanted to see them look. James Carroll out. Carroll has struck out 4 here tonight, but he gives up the run on a wild pitch. Rusty Beal, 2 for 4 tonight. Some kid. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled in the dirt. It's 0-2 to Wally Olmstead. Walter, as he prefers to be called. Whenever you're 120 feet away like I am right now, I can get away with that. Olmstead was batting .261 at the start of the night. Got 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. 6 and 7 would look good in the book. Even 8. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again. Mustangs were loosening up a right-hander. I think that's Schaefer down there. And David Schaefer, whose parents are in the crowd here tonight. They made a 5-hour drive over to Provo. I believe that's who that was, warming up. We'll check that again. 0-2 pitch on the way to Olmstead. Swing, check, swing. Did he go? The field umpire says yes without an appeal. It's the 16th time the Mustangs have struck out here tonight. But who cares? They've got a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 11th inning on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. The Mustangs lead the Angels 2-1 on the Mustangs Radio Network.
The City of Billings Met Transit is proud to carry hundreds of school kids to and from school and to their activities each year. The Met Transit system also offers a student summer fun package for just $5 per month for unlimited rides. It helps parents economically solve their kids' transportation problems. The Met will get the students to the mall, downtown, to a friend's house, to the park, or wherever they need to go for just $5 per month. The Met Transit also carries many other individuals to and from work, shopping, appointments, and more, offering many an opportunity to be independent or just the enjoyment of sitting back and letting the safe, dependable, and professional Met drivers take them wherever they need to go. Remember the Summer Fun Program, only $5 per month for a student pass. Call 657-8218 today for routing and scheduling information. You can get there by bus.
News Radio 970 KBUL.
Back at Larry Miller Field, Chris Rush and the Mustangs going to try to close it out here in the bottom of the 11th inning on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. The Mustangs lead the Angels 2-1. Rusty Beal got a leadoff single. After Campos struck out, Ivan Reyes got a single. And put runners at first and third. They loaded up the bases with the intentional walk to Joey Votto. Then a wild pitch got back to the screen. Beal was able to come in from third, so the Mustangs scored 1 run on 2 hits and left 2. And into the game for the Mustangs with his parents in the crowd is number 22, David Schaefer. 6'3" right-hander on the mound for the Mustangs. He'll work to the top of the lineup in the bottom of the 11th inning. First pitch on the way from Schaefer. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. Schaefer so far on the season. This will be his second appearance. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Schaefer, earned run average 4.50. His third appearance of the season, I should say. He's given up 3 hits, 3 runs. On his batting average, just .273. Mustangs just need 3 quick outs. 1-1 pitch just barely misses on the outside part of the plate. It runs the count to 2-1. Schaefer gets the sign from Perez. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss on another fastball. Evens up the count at 2-2. Flagstaff, Arizona is where David Schaefer's from. His parents, I think he said earlier today, made about a 5-hour trip to watch him play. 2-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. He struck him out. Ball gets away from Perez. He'll throw it down to first, and the leadoff man is gone. In the bottom of the 11th with the Mustangs leading the Angels 2-1. Played the Superman song in the background as Aaron Peel gets ready to come to the plate. Peel tonight is 0 for 4. Struck out swinging back in the ninth. We're in the bottom of the 11th. Mustangs trying to get off this 2-game skid. After the game, 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up. First pitch on the way to Peel is low for a ball. Homestead guards the line at first. Votto does the same over at first. Next pitch on the way. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. Like I said, Homestead over at first. Homestead, of course, is the third baseman. They guard the lines with a 1-1 lead. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. Aaron Peel at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Mustangs lead it. This would be a big win for this pitching staff. Mustangs have struck out 16 times tonight. Schaefer gets the sign. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a chopper back up the middle. This is going to be a base hit. They won't even throw over. But Peel got a high chopper, and that's a base hit. Hit the dirt right in front of the home plate. And now the Angels have something going. And they'll send Adam Pavkovich to the mound. Adam Pavkovich to the plate with 1 out. Mustangs will play for the double play. If you're Tom Cochran, the manager of the Angels, so you put him in motion with your power hitters coming up. You put the runner. You try to get him to steal second. Schaefer kicks and fires. Swung on first pitch. It's fouled out of play. Runner did not go on the first pitch. Line score for the Mustangs. 2 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. For the Angels, 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. Bottom of the 11th. Mustangs lead it 2-1. Schaefer checks the runner at first. Now comes home. Misses down in the dirt. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Our thanks again to Kyle Riley, who's in town in Provo, Clear Channel Communications. Statistician and spotter up here in the booth tonight. Now Pavkovich calls time. Kicks around some dirt in the barns. Mustangs with their traveling black hats, gray uniforms, black lettering, and red trim. 1-1 pitch from David Schaefer is on the way. Swing and a miss on a nice changeup by Schaefer. Got him swinging, and it's 1-2. Again, Hama Nagila plays in the background. Trying to get you take anything right now. Texas Leaguer, Polish Dinger, whatever you want to call it. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled. That's when we'll get out of play. The count will stay at 1-2. One of the fans here picks up the Pioneer League baseball. That's what's on that Rollins Stitch cowhide. Official Pioneer League baseball. Runner on first. That's Peel. He got on with a 1-out single. Pavkovich at the plate. David Schaefer on the mound. Looks for the double play. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled right back to the screen. Pavkovich was right on top of that one. Just barely missed it. We'll do it again at 1-2. 15th pitch getting ready to come from David Schaefer. Crowd of 1728 still on hand here tonight. Schaefer checks the runner at first. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Schaefer's second strikeout of the inning. He gets Pavkovich, and the Angels are down to their last out of the night. And Matt Brown will come to the plate. It's white knuckle and Maylocks time. And at Larry Miller Field in Provo, Utah. Chris Russian on the flagship of the Mustangs Radio Network. News Radio 970, KBUL. Runner on first. 2 outs, bottom of the 11th. Mustangs clinging to a 2-1 lead. First pitch on the way is a fastball that misses outside. I want to thank our engineer back in the station, Jason Newell, for a great job tonight on the board. Remember to catch Tommy B in the morning. Tomorrow we've got the Billings Mustangs Coaches Show, 5:06, all the way to 6 o'clock. And then 30 minutes later, it's the on-deck show. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a half swing. Did he go? You betcha. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Reds lost earlier tonight to the Cardinals 9-6. There's still 4 games out of first in the Central. Cubs lost today to Milwaukee 12-6. We'll wrap up our 4-game set here tomorrow against Provo. Mustangs trying to nail it down, get back to 500. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And now the Angels are down to their last strike on a beautiful changeup by David Schaefer. His parents are in the stands here tonight. They have to be very, very proud of the man wearing number 22, 6'3", 185-pounder. Out of Central Arizona Community College. 1-2 pitches on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Mustangs win it. 2-1 is the final. Great pitching by the Mustang staff here tonight. And they end the 2-game skid. They'll try to even up tomorrow against the Provo Angels. First pitch is at 7:05 tomorrow. David Schaefer strikes out the side with a runner on first. Stick around. The 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up is up next. Once again, the Mustangs win it here tonight in extra innings in 11. They beat the Angels 2-1, even up their record at 4-4 on the season. They'll try to even up the 4-game matchup tomorrow night. Stick with us. The 24-hour fitness post-game wrap-up is up next on the St. Vincent Hospital scoreboard. Mustangs win it 2-1 here on the Mustangs Radio Network.
24-hour fitness with 437 locations worldwide and growing, with one right here at 1603 Grand Avenue in Billings. You can't go wrong with 24-hour fitness. 24-hour fitness has the best equipped and cleanest clubs around, offering a wide variety of amenities such as basketball courts, pool, sauna, steam rooms, tons of free weights, all the latest in cardio equipment, and the hottest group exercise classes in the country. Call 1-800-204-2400 today for the location nearest you. 24-hour fitness. It's the way we make you feel.
Do you like frou-frou food? Well, you can punch that radio button right now. But if you're a meat and potato kind of person, listen up. Taco John's meat and potato burritos, loaded with seasoned beef or char-grilled chicken, and a big helping of those famous potato olays. If you want some real food with real flavor at realistic prices, come on over to Taco John's for meat and potato burritos.
There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John's.
At all of Billings and Laurel Taco John's locations.
You're listening to Billings Mustangs Baseball on News Radio 970 KBUL. Now the postgame show brought to you by 24-Hour Fitness. Once again, the voice of Billings Mustangs Baseball, Chris Russian.
Back in Miller Field, where the Mustangs win it here tonight 2-1. They get some outstanding pitching. They score the winning run in the top of the 11th inning. Rusty Beal scores after leading off with a single, but the Mustangs will try to even up this 4-game set tomorrow in a 7:05 at start. Chris Russian back on the Mustangs Radio Network, and boy, this was white knuckle and Maylocks time throughout this one. It goes 11 innings. The Mustangs used 3 pitchers, and wow, man alive, did we see some pitching here tonight by both of these clubs. Scott McCray, the pitching coach for the Mustangs, has to be very, very happy about what he saw here tonight in front of 1,728 paying customers. Let's run you through it here tonight. First of all, the Mustangs, they went by the way of the case 16 times. They didn't get anything going until the 5th inning. Miguel Perez started it out, or checked that. Walter Olmstead started it out with a stand-up double down the left field line. Pala struck out. And then Miguel Perez brought him around on an RBI single. The Angels answered that run. Well, really, they got on the scoreboard first, Russian. They get a Howard Kendrick walk to start off the bottom of the third. And then a double by Adam Pavkovich scored Kendrick, who went down to second on a wild pitch. The game stayed 1-1 until the top of the 11th inning when Rusty Beal led off the game with a single. Campos struck out. Beal stole second. Ivan Reyes, who came into the game for Jabalito Hernandez, who twisted his ankle, looks like he's going to be okay. Reyes came into the game. He got his first single of the year for the Mustangs. Joey Votto was walked intentionally. And then with Bobby Mosby at the plate, the pitcher James Carroll had a wild pitch. Beal was able to score from third. David Schaefer came on in the bottom of the 11th inning. Gave up a chopper single, but he did strike out all three of the outs. All three of the outs were recorded by the K, by David Schaefer to get the save. The win goes to goes to Guevara. Does it go to Guevara? No, it goes to Hawk, doesn't it? Derek Hawk would get the win. As we are working off of our score sheets tonight, as the official scoring computer, went kaputs earlier in the game. Guevara, who started the game, had a great game. He went 6 innings, struck out 7, only walked 2, and gave up 1 earned run. Derek Hawk then came on, 4 innings pitch. He had an outstanding performance, 2 strikeouts, did not give up a run, did not walk a soul. And then David Schaefer came on in the bottom of the 11th. At one stretch in the game, Mustang pitching sent down 21 consecutive hitters for the Provo Angels. As we said, 1,728 saw this game. It went 2 hours and about 42 minutes on the game. That's a good guess, isn't it? In fact, forget to write down the ending time. 2 hours, 42 minutes on the game time. The Mustangs will go for the split tomorrow against these Provo Angels. Well, what a game here tonight. And we do it all again tomorrow night. Don't forget about the Billings Mustangs Coaches Show. It'll come your way at 5:06, immediately following the news. And at 6:30, the On Deck Show. 7:05, the first pitch, is the Mustangs will go for the split, and they'll try to crawl over the 500 mark. That'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Our thanks to our engineer back in the studios of News Radio 970 KBUL, Mr. Jason Newell. Once again, it took 11 innings, but the Mustangs come out victorious here tonight. They beat the Angels 2-1. I'm Chris Russian. Good night from Miller Field in Provo.
You've been listening to Billings Mustangs Baseball, a KBUL sports presentation heard exclusively on News Radio 970 KBUL. This season, the games are brought to you by Three Rivers Wireless, Airtel, Big Springs Bottled Water, Billings Vet Bus, the Deacon of Billings Clinic, First Citizens Bank, Life Center Northwest, the Northern Hotel, Peter Yeagan Golf, Rock Pile, St. Vincent Healthcare, and Universal Athletics. Thanks for listening to Billings Mustangs Baseball on News Radio 970 KBUL.
Number 2 all time is because of what he's doing later on in his career.
And more than likely, they're just going to